to a live Shaw Sports presentation.
Welcome to Shaw TV's live broadcast coming to you from Campbell River. We are at the Strathcona Gardens Recreation Complex. We are here in the Brind'amour Arena, and it's going to be a fantastic Vancouver Island Junior B hockey game between the Comox Valley Glacier Kings and the home team, the Campbell River Storm. Let's have a look at the standings of how everybody's doing so far this year. As you can see, Nanaimo is leading the pack. They've got 52 points, and last night's game against Campbell River, it was a heartbreaker because the Campbell River Storm lost 2-1 in overtime, and that put them back to 58 to bring them second place in the standings. And as you see, Comox is all the way down at the bottom. They have had a tough season, very difficult year, but a huge shout out to all of the Comox Valley Glacier King fans because they have not given up on their team. They continue to show up at the games and make lots and lots of noise. So get ready for an action-packed night here at the Brind'amour Arena in Campbell River. Right now we're going to throw up to the boys in the booth, and they're going to bring on the players. Check it out.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Brind'amour Arena. Tonight's game between the visiting Comox Glacier Kings and your Campbell River Storm. The first line for the Glacier Kings, in goal, number 1, Noah Keebrick. On defense, number 3, Connor Ferraro. On defense, number 6, Cole Johnson.
Westwood. That's Westwood with the singing of the national anthem. Welcome to Brind'amour Arena in beautiful Campbell River, British Columbia. I'm joined by Randall Height, the voice, one of the voices of the Comox Valley Glacier Kings. Randall, how was the drive up to Campbell River?
It was great. Lots of rain here on the island last few days, but I guess that's better than some parts of Canada that have had lots of snow.
Absolutely. Ceremonial puck drop at this point. A big Storm fan, the mayor of Campbell River, Andy Adams, and I don't know if you know Andy pretty well,
yeah,
don't
I know him
you?
quite well, yeah.
Yeah, you bet. Andy, I've had him on post-game shows in the playoffs, and he knows his hockey.
Oh, absolutely. He's a big fan. It was funny. I was talking to him recently at one of the games, and one of the rarer times that the Glacier Kings were leading the Campbell River Storm. They were up 2 goals. If you remember, you and I were doing that game together. They were up 2 goals. The mayor wasn't here. He got here. They had 4 unanswered goals and went on to win the game. So I'm kind of sad to see he's in attendance tonight.
Just before we get play underway, time now to introduce our goaltenders. You can introduce the Comox Valley Glacier King goaltender.
Absolutely. Noah Giesbrecht is in goal for the Comox Valley Glacier Kings tonight. You know, it's interesting. There's been 4 goalies so far through the season for the Glacier Kings. Funky and Giesbrecht, Braden Funky and Noah Giesbrecht have been kind of on and off sharing the goaltending duties. They went with Noah Giesbrecht tonight. Let's see what he can do.
And in goal for the Campbell River Storm in his debut with the Storm, Nick Tellerico. Just 2.5 seasons in the VCHL, and you're in for a treat, Storm fans. Just a small goaltender at 5'7", but he's quick. Play underway in the Comox Valley Glacier King zone. That's Finn with you with the puck. He's their leading scorer. Crosses center ice. He'll dump it into the near corner. It'll be chased down by Bertel, but Reed Lindsay gets to it first. Campbell River in their own zone. They'll try and get it out. That's Darren Hards with it. Darren Hards to Cody Savey. Cody Savey crosses the line, going towards the net. Nice play by Johnson as he pokes the puck away. In behind the net, that's Bavaro. Bavaro up along the boards. Glacier Kings will try and get it out. Kept in by Prexler, but it just goes outside the line. Bertel gets it out. Hards, nice little move by Hards. And looks, play stopped as...
Yeah, it's not good there. It looks like Finn Withy, the leading scorer of the Glacier Kings, got rattled a little bit on that hit. And I'm not joking, the Glacier Kings have 13 skaters out there. So this is, and they can't afford to lose their top player. He's sitting down on the bench after just his first shift. We'll keep an eye on Finn Withy for you.
Logan Kersley from Comox fires it into the near corner. In behind the net, Giesbrecht will play it. He'll push it up along the boards. Dawson Frank in the corner. Dawson Frank, very electric for the Storm. And just a standout in that Prospects game a couple of weeks ago, getting the winning goal for the north side in overtime. Kept in, that's Mitch Stapley with a shot redirected by Frank and goes to center ice where Stapley will pick it up. Stapley over to Kersley, Logan Kersley at center ice. He'll dump it in. Stopped by the goaltender Giesbrecht. Giesbrecht up along the boards. Glacier Kings, he'll work it out. Swanson, Jory Swanson crosses the line into the Campbell River zone. Porter gets it up to Butler. Ryan Butler crosses the line. Butler to Kersley. Kersley can't get the shot off. Good play by Johnson to break up that potential scoring opportunity for the Storm. Here's a shot. Vans on it. That's Butler, and a glove save off of Porter. And that's our first glimpse of Porter in the building here. Porter just picked up from the Calgary Mustangs of the AJHL.
That'd be very interesting. We'll keep an eye on him. Luckily, Finn Withy is back up at the gate now. They've only got 8 forwards so far tonight for the Glacier Kings, so they certainly can't afford to lose him. They're going to be doing double duty with him as a center on 2 lines likely.
Kenley pushes it forward. The Glacier Kings will get the puck. They'll try and get it out. Flatiger, the AP in the lineup, puts it onto the far wall where Kinley will chase it down. Kinley along the boards. He'll try and get it out, but it goes to Jacob Cruz from Michigan. Cruz, second leading scorer on the Glacier Kings at center ice. Crosses the line. Still with the puck. Jacob Cruz, tries to center it. Looking for Neufeld. Back from the point. Shot turned aside. Tellerico doesn't take up an awful lot of room in that net, but watch out. He is quick. And you don't play 2.5 seasons in the BCHL at that size if you're not a quick, alert goaltender. In behind the net, Aiden Sutherland. He's an AP with the Powell River Kings. Played a couple of games up there. Looked very good. Got lots of ice time. Flatiger goes off his stick and out of play. And the faceoff should be just outside the Campbell River line with 11:35 left to go in the first period.
You got to help me out with that, Mark. Obviously, the Campbell River Storm have had an excellent season. How do they pick up Tellerico and get even better and get a Junior A goaltender just in the right time.
You know what? Sometimes things just happen, and I know Coach Stone talked about it. And we'll talk a little bit more about Coach's connection with Tellerico. Withy loses it. That's Price. Puts it back to Timon Krexler. Krexler to Lindsay. Lindsay into the far corner. Goes off the stick of Height. Height in the corner. Playing D tonight. He's been all over the ice for the Glacier Kings this season. Forward. The only thing I think he hasn't played is goal. Bertel gets it to Withy. Withy to Dollywall. Praveen Dollywall. Shot goes off a stick into the near corner. Picked up by Jake McKenzie, former captain of the Comox Valley Glacier Kings, now with the Storm in his 20th year, back in his hometown for his final year of junior hockey. Lindsay tries to get it out, gets it to the blue line, right back in. Glacier Kings with an opportunity. Broken up, that's McKenzie. McKenzie up to Reed Wheeldon. Reed Wheeldon from Comox. Reed Wheeldon in the middle of the ice, he'll lose it to Dollywall. Dollywall tried to find Bertel, broken up by Jalen Price. Price redirected, McKenzie with a chance, Wheeldon with a chance. And a nice save by Giesbrecht as Wheeldon was in behind the defense. Play in the neutral zone. In along the boards. Campbell River will get it back to Mitch Stapley. In the Campbell River end. Mitch Stapley to center ice. He'll cross the blue line into the Glacier King zone. Nice move by Stapley, and it's poked off his stick by Height into the corner. Back to the point. Joe Gage at the center. Oh, at the blue line with a shot. Got right through. Giesbrecht had to make the save. Stapley to Hards. Hards. Nice pass. Looking for Joe Gage, who's playing center on a line with Hards and Savy. Joe Gage, of course, known as a defenseman, but a couple of seasons ago he did play forward and looked pretty good. Back to the point to Stapley. Stapley through traffic. Doesn't get through. Joe Gage to Hards behind the net. Hards. Hards with it. Top of the circle. Finding room. Shot. Oh, and it goes off a stick and into the corner. Glacier Kings will bring it out. Benjamin Bertel. Bertel fires it. Doesn't get through. Stapley will get to it. Being harassed by Bertel, puts it on the other side where Logan Kersey will pick it up. Gets it to Hards. Hards to Gage. Gage at center ice. Gage will just dump it in, go off for a line change, and fresh set of skaters comes out. Glacier Kings. Good work by Frank to break that play up. Frank. Oh, he was looking for Butler, who was cruising in. Sutherland. Back to Slaney. Slaney into the corner to Dawson Frank. Dawson Frank. Intercepted. No, Frank does good work to get that puck back. Goes into the corner to Damon Porter. Porter. Side of the net. Play in the Glacier King zone. Glacier Kings will try and get it out. Butler back to the point. There's a shot by Porter. It doesn't get through. Back to the point to Sutherland. Sutherland shot right in. Oh, and a great opportunity by Butler as a rebound went straight to his stick. Shot through traffic, doesn't get through. Porter with a chance, and Giesbrecht's seen enough, and he'll freeze the play with 14-13 left in the first.
Yeah, absolutely. Giesbrecht has had a lot of shots so far.
Okay,
we're going to show the replay now, but Giesbrecht has had to be very big tonight. Just trying to bring that replay up for you as he kicks one off into the corner there. Giesbrecht, he's had to be sharp so far tonight. 7 shots on goal for the Campbell River Storm. Here it is here. Kick that right leg out. Great job by Giesbrecht.
Play underway. No score between the Comox Valley Glacier Kings and the Campbell River Storm. Slaney will get it in his own zone. Puts it behind the net to Aiden Sutherland. Sutherland. Slaney along the boards, kept in by the Glacier Kings. Fired in on goaltender Tellerico, and he turns it aside easily. Back to the point. In behind the net. Dollywall. Gets it to Withy. Withy loses it. Here comes Sutherland. Sutherland. He's got Kinley with him and Flatiger. Just fires it in on net. Easily turned aside by Giesbrecht. Noah Giesbrecht from Langley, BC. Fires all the way into the Campbell River zone. Icing is waved off. Shots on goal favoring the Storm. 8-2 at this point with 13-14 left to go in the first. Austin Height in his own zone. Nice little move by Height at his own blue line. Still with the puck. He'll just dump it in. He'll go off for a line change. Goes straight to Tellerico. Campbell River in their own zone. Reed Lindsay gets it to center ice. Goes by Bavaro. Krexler finds Speedy. McCann. Broken up by the Glacier Kings. They'll try and get it out. That's Jacob Cruz. Cruz in his own zone. Goes off a stick. Lindsay will get to it. Over to Timon Krexler. Krexler to McKenzie. Off his stick. He'll get to it though. McKenzie with speed. McKenzie with a shot. Nice pad save from Giesbrecht. McKenzie's still with it. McKenzie playing some of his best hockey this season in the last 3 or 4 games. In behind the net. He just seems to be in the right place at the right time. At center ice, that's Mitch Stapley. Big veteran from the VIJHL. Played 3 seasons up in Junior A. And goes out of play. We'll have a stoppage in play with 12:10 left. Your take on the period?
Well, it's just really interesting because it's a very quick pace of the period. And, you know, Lee Stone is a smart hockey coach. And I think he said, look, guys, there's 13 skaters over there for the Kings. Keep the pace up for sure. We'll tell you about that. Oh, that's that save, that great save by Giesbrecht there again.
Off of Wielded. Cole Johnson in his own zone. Johnson, number 6. Johnson, nice pass to Alexander. And goes off his stick in behind the net. Stapley under pressure. Good work by the Glacier Kings, pressuring the Campbell River Storm defense. That was Cruz helping out Alexander. Campbell River will bring it out. Reed Wheeldon, he saw in that replay, he had a great opportunity. Wheeldon poked off his stick. Wheeldon intercepted by the Glacier Kings. That's Paravon, dumps it in. And he was on the wrong side of center ice.
Actually, I really like that play by Paravon because the point I was trying to make is, look, there's only 4 defense for the Glacier Kings as well. Fatigue is going to be a huge factor, and they're just barely hanging with the Storm right now, who are out shooting the Glacier Kings 9-2. That fatigue factor is going to be hard. The Glacier Kings need to slow this down, get it a little bit grittier, get some delayed time and catch their breath a little bit, or it's going to be a long game for them.
You're absolutely right. Just 4 defensemen tonight. Paravon, born in Florida, makes his home in Surrey, played with the Colorado Rampage. Oh, nice chance, shot, oh! That was Joe Gage with a golden opportunity at the side of the net and just fired it through the blue paint. Kersley, back pass to Stapley. Stapley runs into Kersley, but he'll dump it in. In behind the net, picked up by Paravon. Savy knocks his man down. In behind the net, Bertel will go to it. Hards tries to center it. Gives a whack at Paravon. Not called by the official. And it goes out of play off the stick of Cole Slaney.
Yeah, and Giesbrecht's going to have to be huge tonight. 10-2 now, shots on goal. You know, we're used to the Glacier Kings getting outshot 2-1 roughly by the Storm in most of the games so far this season. You know, I would be surprised if we're going to see 60 shots tonight. And so Giesbrecht is going to have to be very, very good. He's been very solid so far. He's going to have to do that all night.
Well, that's been one of the highlights of the Glacier Kings this season is their goaltending. They've had great goaltending from both Funky and Giesbrecht. Butler in the Glacier King zone, just fires it towards goal. It's put out of play by Giesbrecht. We'll have another stoppage.
Yeah, and this is exactly what the Glacier Kings need to do. Slow it down a little bit, get some breather. Giesbrecht going for a little skate there. Yeah. I mean, you look there, Giesbrecht's flopping all around. He needs to do that. He needs to be spectacular tonight, but that's taking a lot of energy out of him. That's why he deflected that into the net.
Absolutely, and in the last few games, the goaltenders have been the best players for the Glacier Kings and have kept them in games. Although the Storm would eventually win all 6 of their meetings so far this season. Kept in at the line. That's Slaney. Puts it into the corner. Nice little pass from Porter, and you could see that Junior A experience. Slaney at the point. Through traffic. Nice pad save from Giesbrecht. Glacier Kings will bring it out. Cruz at center ice. Cruz goes by Slaney with a shot. Nice save by Tellerico.
Oh, it went in.
It went in.
Yeah, that went right 5-hole, and Tellerico
crow.
there kind of caught him by surprise.
That's Jacob Cruz.
Yeah, I believe Jacob Cruz there going 5-hole on Tellerico. Just kind of snuck through him there. We'll see this on the replay here. Cruz cutting in across the line. And he goes, yeah, like I thought,
Right
5-hole. right through there on Tellerico. That was a little bit of a surprise there. Only the third shot on goal for the Glacier Kings. It's 12-3 shots on goal for the Storm. I think they're going to come roaring back, though.
And that's the 10th goal of the season for Jacob Cruz from Michigan. One of the bright spots for the Comox Valley Glacier Kings. McCann in deep, taken hard into the boards, around all the way outside the line.
Cruz getting the goal. Parabon with the assist. Play back to Lindsay now. Lindsay over to McCann. It looks like a power play here for the Storm, but it's not. They just want to get that goal back.
Flatiger with the puck. Flatiger at the top of the circle. Flatiger, nice moves by the AP. Puts it along on boards. In behind the net to Brett Kinley. Glacier Kings up 1-0 on a goal from Jacob Cruz with the assist going to Kevin Paravon. Oh, a nice opportunity, and it goes undeflected. And an easy stop for Giesbrecht. Swanson. You can see their tails up. Glacier Kings looking good, looking for more. They'll dump it in, go for a line change. Good pressure from Neufeld. Jordan Neufeld in deep for the Glacier Kings. Campbell River behind their own goal. That's Reed Lindsay with it. Glacier Kings up 1-0. 8:30 to go in the period. Drexler off the boards. Gets it to McCann. The captain crosses the line. Captain with the puck. Dylan McCann. Oh, redirected. Nice. Did it go off his mask?
No, it kind of went up in his chest. It may have hit his mask a little bit there. They might show that on the replay. Great save by Giesbrecht. They're going to have to get some traffic in front of the net there, because as long as he's seeing those, he's having very good success. 14-3 the shots on the goal as we go to the TV timeout. That's a new rule here in the VIJHL this year, where about 10 minutes in, as long as there's not an advantage to one team or another, they go to TV timeout. They basically give them a minute to talk and stuff like that while we go to commercial usually. You got to tell me what's happening with Joe Gage, because I've seen him, of course, when he played for the Glacier Kings, and then all season always as a defenseman. I was surprised when they announced him as a center in the starting lineup.
Well, I think they were really happy with the defensive core. He was out with that suspension for 4 games. And Joe Gage has played forward before 2 seasons ago with the Storm. He preferred playing back on defense, but as a forward, he was very good 2 seasons ago. And we got some highlights from the first period.
There's that great kick right save there by Giesbrecht. Here's another excellent save by Giesbrecht as he dives off to the side. Here's the goal now by Cruz. Kind of caught Tellerico by surprise there a little bit. Here's a different angle on it here. You can just see Mark there going 5-hole.
Big hit there in the corner.
Yeah, Parabon's a really big, solid guy, and you get to see him there laying out the body. He's going to have to do that to try to take some wind out of the Storm. They got 17 skaters compared to 13. That's going to be a factor as this game
It's going to be a game of attrition tonight.
Oh, you're exactly right.
Yeah. They want to win this one, but the Glacier Kings off to a good start. Stapley at the point. Along the half wall, puts it in behind the net. Wheelden, Joe, as he was lining up Bavaro. Bavaro with the puck. Bavaro up to Withy. Withy takes a bump from Kersley in the corner. Withy gets it to Connor Bavaro. Bavaro hops over the stick of Jalen Price, and it goes into the Campbell River zone. Mitch Stapley with it. Mitch Stapley, probably the best skater for the Campbell River Storm last night in that 2-1 loss to the Nanaimo Buccaneers, and probably one of the most entertaining games of the season. Crossing the line, that's Bertel. Intercepted by McKenzie. McKenzie gets it to Wheelden. Wheelden looking for Jalen Price. Price, a prospect with the Medicine Hat Tigers, dumped in on Giesbrecht. He'll put it aside for Bertel. Benjamin Bertel in his own zone. Bertel poked off his stick, but it goes to teammate Johnson. And rips his shot high into the glass. Glacier Kings intercept in the offensive zone. Glacier Kings intercepted by Darren Hards. Hards up to Savy. Hards going hard to the net. Savy couldn't get the shot through, but Hards picks it up in the corner. To Savy behind the net. Savy still with the puck. Into the skates of Joe Gage. Gage puts it out in front. Oh, and a chance for Hards. And a quick whistle, and we have a stoppage in play.
Yeah, that was a quick whistle there for sure. You know, boy, the rich get richer. You're saying Joe Gage was out there for a little bit. Defense is going well. He comes back, and he's on the top line with Darren Hards, one of the top scorers in the league. Here's your replay here.
And a shot right through, and and he fans on the shot. That's Darren Hards, and Darren Hards usually doesn't miss from that spot.
No, absolutely not. One of the top 3 in scoring in the entire league.
Oh, and Savvy with a great opportunity and good strong leg muscles from the goaltender Giesbrecht to keep his pads tight to the post. Gage at the point. Slaney with a shot, gets through, goes to Height behind his own net. Reverses the puck. Up to Weber. Goes off the stick of Swanson. Hards with it. Hards. Up to Joe Gage. Gage played with the Glacier Kings at the beginning of the season. Nice save. Changed direction in front of Giesbrecht. He was there to make the stop. Along the half wall. Back to the point to Sutherland. Sutherland through traffic. Turned aside. Goes to Hards. Hards in the slot. Frank with a chance. Frank centers it. Goes all the way through, and it's broken up.
Linear of change
By Swanson, and it goes down the ice. Dawson Frank. Frank with it. Frank crosses the line. Porter with it. Porter gets it to Butler along the wall to Frank. Frank. Nice work by Neufeld to break things up, and Campbell River will dump it in behind the net. Damon Porter with it. Oh, just sidesteps a hit. And here comes Dollywall. Dollywall out of his own zone. Dollywall from Delta BC. Crosses the line. Dumps it in. Goes in behind the net. Glacier Kings playing much better. Buoyed by that one goal earlier there from Jacob Cruz. Dawson Frank crosses the line. Frank, nice pass to Butler. It goes off the stick of Johnson over the net. Back to the point. Stapley fires it wide. Frank in behind the net. Campbell River with good possession. Porter with a great pass to Butler and a nice save from Giesbrecht. Stapley. Porter with a shot. Right out in front. As Butler was at an incredibly difficult angle. Another opportunity. Back to the point to Stapley. Stapley with a shot, redirected. Campbell River with it. Prexler just dumps it into the corner. Lots and lots of pressure. Chance turned aside by Giesbrecht. Alexander's seen enough, and he'll just fire it down the ice. And that'll be icing. Glacier Kings will be dog-tired after that shift.
Yeah, that group's just really tired out there for sure. You know, I wonder if the coach might even consider taking a time out there just to relax them a little bit. 22-3 shots on goal. Here's, boy, Giesbrecht has been busy tonight. There's one save. Of course, that was the early whistle on that one.
Play underway in Campbell River. Stapley through traffic. Nice pad save from Giesbrecht, and he's been busy in this first period. Chance! Whoa! And somehow the puck stays out of the net. Got to be lucky to be good and good to be lucky.
The 24th save on the night was an amazing one.
And the place is buzzing, and here comes the Storm on the counter. Hards, nice move by Hards. Hards can't get the shot off. Stapley with it. Stapley, nice move by Stapley. Sidesteps it through traffic. And another stop from Giesbrecht, and he's been lights out.
Wow, that was absolutely unbelievable. Even our cameraman was surprised by that. You got to see this save here, folks. He just threw that stick across. Unbelievable save by Giesbrecht on one of the top scorers in the league. Holy smokes, that was shot number 24. He saved 25. We still have 3:40 left to go in the first period. I might be wrong when I said 60 shots. We might be at 75 tonight.
Play underway. Height into the near corner. Goes down the ice. Dylan McCann will chase it. And icing is called with 3:30 left to go in the first period. Glacier Kings with a 1-0 lead.
Well, it could be 5-0. It really could. That save for there, sure, by Giesbrecht was absolutely amazing. Take a look at this on the replay here. He just came across, kept his eye on that, used the paddle. What a great save by Giesbrecht.
I've seen that save before from a Comox Valley Glacier King goaltender named Marcus Gloss. Last season with the Glacier Kings.
Absolutely.
Glacier Kings with good goaltending last year. Gloss now playing NCAA Div 3 hockey with Finlandia in northern Michigan.
Yeah, absolutely.
Down the ice.
Just outstanding goaltending by Giesbrecht so far. He's going to have to do that all night, unfortunately.
And
3 minutes left to go.
At this pace, we're looking at 75 shots for the Campbell River Storm. But still, 1-0 Glacier Kings. That's Kinley. Kinley behind the net from Powell River, BC. Shot from Sutherland, doesn't get through. Here comes Height. Height to Bertel. Poked off out of his skates, and play will be in the Campbell River zone. Lindsay. Reed Lindsay, former South Island Royal. No, actually not.
Offside.
I got that wrong. And we'll have a face-off.
Wow, it's been a pretty big period so far. One kind of a surprise goal on, maybe a shot that Tellerico would want to have back on that 5-hole. He wasn't screened or anything there. And, of course, that was only 3 shots on goal for the Glacier Kings, but one's gone in. That means they're up 1-0 so far on this. And you got to like this. I think this is Giesbrecht being a bit of a veteran right now. He's got something wrong with his skate. He might have something wrong with the lace on his pad if he's smart in the next little bit, because he's lost about 2 pounds of water in those first 25 saves in the first period.
And Giesbrecht is a veteran. He's got Junior B experience in the PJHL and the KIJHL. He came to the Glacier Kings.
Let's take a look at some of his top 10 lists so far tonight.
Well, he could go top 25,
Absolutely.
Randall. The thing is, he came over from the Glacier Kings from the Preston Valley Thundercats earlier this season. He's got a PJHL experience as well. And, oh, my goodness. He's been lights out terrific.
Here's the paddle. Game. That's a beauty.
Back underway, play underway. In behind the net. Good work by Wielden to try and get to that puck and get another opportunity for the Storm. McKenzie goes off the stick of a Glacier King and out of play with 2:08 left to go in the period.
26 shots on goal for the Campbell River Storm, 3 for the Comox Valley Glacier Kings. And, Funky's an excellent goalie as well. It's kind of surprising when they've lost some games 7-1, 8-2, but you can kind of see when you only have 13 skaters right now, there's all kinds of pressure, and there's going to be fatigue in the factor in the second and third period.
Reed Lindsay with a shot. Bad save from Giesbrecht. Price to McKenzie. McKenzie back to the point to Prexler. Prexler through traffic. Can't get it through. That was Dollywall that broke it up. And here comes that's actually Weber. Weber dumps it in. He'll go chase it down. Takes Lindsay hard into the boards. McKenzie at center ice. 1-on-2. McKenzie at the blue line. Going to the net is Wielden. Redirected by the goaltender out of play. 1:33 left to go in the period.
Another smart play there by Giesbrecht. Whenever he can, he's using his paddle. He's getting that up into the meshing, slow things down a little bit, try to get a bit of a breather. 28 shots with 1:32 left to go in the first period. I haven't seen that all year. The Campbell River Storm, they want to win here at home tonight, and they want to catch those Nanaimo Buccaneers.
It's a really, hate to say with the team in second place overall, but really for the Storm, it is a must-win. Porter poked off his stick. Glacier Kings will try and bring it out. They'll get it outside the line. That's Cruz with it. He's the goal scorer. Cruz tries to get the shot off. Goes off a stick into the corner. Good work by Jacob Cruz in along the corner. He's getting helped out by teammate Jordan Neufeld. Storm will pick it up in the near corner. Stapley headmans it to Porter. Kersley now. Dumped into the near corner in behind the net. Paravon tries to get it outside the line but can't. Kept in by Frank. Frank to Kersley. Off his stick. And here comes Bertel. Bertel 1-on-1. Bertel with speed. Bertel. Nice little move by Bertel. Shot. Fired in on goal. Turned aside by Tellerico. Here's a chance. Dollywall with a shot high over the net. Frank. Up to Porter. Intercepted by the Glacier Kings. That's Finn Withy with it. Withy. Nice little move by Withy in the corner. 15 seconds to go. Bavaro at the point. Shot. Looking for the redirect from Dollywall. Just goes wide. Shot from Johnson. Broken up by the Storm. To Dawson Frank. There's hoping to get a lead pass to Dawson Frank, but goes into the corner. And that'll do it for the first period of play.
Wow.
What do you think?
28-4 shots on goal in favor of the Campbell River Storm, but somehow 1-0 the score in favor of the Comox Valley Glacier Kings. And I just heard something I've never really heard here. for the Storm all year, and that's a quiet crowd, because I think that they're a little bit in shock with what's happening. Don't be too sad for the Campbell River Storm. I can tell you that they're going to come back. Don't worry about that. And if I'm one of the coaches of the Glacier Kings right now, I'm maybe calling a friend at BC Hydro, say, hey, listen, if the power is going to go down right now, we're okay with that, right? Because we're up 1-0. Maybe we'll just call it a game, and that would be a good victory for the Comox Valley Glacier Kings right now.
Thank you very much for doing that, Randall, and we'll head over to Mary Ruth.
Thanks so much, Randall and Mark. Holy cow, 28 shots on goal. Not one of them made it into the net. On the other side, the Comox Valley Glacier Kings, only 4 shots on goal, and 1 snuck by. That was by Cruz. Absolutely fabulous game. The name on everybody's lips is Giesbrich. He is the Comox Valley Glacier Kings goalie. He is having a heck of a game. 28 saves in the first period. That is outstanding, absolutely outstanding. Now, a couple of weeks ago, we had the chance to be in the Comox Valley for the last time that these two teams met. Have a look at what we found out. Joining us now is Lee Stone of the Campbell River Storm. He is the head coach. Now, Lee, you guys are having a pretty good season. How are you feeling so far?
Yeah, obviously really happy with the season we're having so far. I think for us, we want to continue to get better every day, and we want to win a championship at the end of the year, and we got a lot of work to do that.
Do you have a younger team or an older team?
Yeah, we're a bit of a younger team this year. We have 11 players playing in the prospects game that happened, so we stay young, and I think we got to play guys to get better every day, and I think our practices are better because of that, and we just have a group of guys that I think really push each other, which is a real benefit to us for sure.
Now that'll come in handy next year as well, because you've had them this year and then you're going to have them again next year. What is the most optimistic thing about your team for you?
Yeah, I think obviously we're fast, we're skilled. We've got a lot of guys that have played some games at the junior A level, so I think we're set up this year for a championship, and I think we'll end up moving a lot of players on to junior A or the Western Hockey League for next year, and we worry about next year. We plan to win every year, and that's what we're focused on right now.
Who do you have the biggest rivalry with?
I would say Nanaimo is certainly our biggest rival right now. We're in a hotly contested battle for first in the league, so we have a bit of a rivalry with Comox, obviously being right down the highway from us as well.
Which is your favorite rink to play in other than home?
That's a good question. Comox is fun because we got a lot of fans that come down to Comox to watch us, but I think for me it's probably Saanich. It's a really small rink, and it's where I actually scored my first junior goal when I played. So,
what do you have to say about the Campbell River fans?
Yeah, unbelievable. I mean, you probably are going to see on this broadcast, the fans here are incredible, and we're very lucky to have them. It's one of our major recruiting tools. I think kids know that if they come here, they get to play in front of a great crowd.
Another young fan. What's your name?
Terrell.
Terrell? Who are you rooting for?
Storm.
The Storm? I hear they're having a pretty good season.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite player?
Yeah, number 20, Jalen Price.
How come?
Because he's my brother.
All right. Now, how far do you think they're going to go this year?
Pretty far.
Joining us now, captain of the Campbell River Storm, Dylan McCann. Dylan, you guys are having a pretty good season. How are you feeling so far?
Yeah, the boys are doing really well this year. We're coming together as a team. Everybody's having fun, so yeah, it's been a good time so far.
On the challenging side, what's been the most challenging for you personally for this year?
I think just like being consistent every night, and you have a high one night, and then you got to come and play and get up and kind of change your game when it becomes a little bit tougher to get up for a certain game. But yeah, mainly being consistent for sure.
Now, are you still in school? Do you have homework still that you're having to do?
No, I'm 20 right now. I was taking a part-time business course at North Island College, but no homework right now.
I understand for a lot of your teammates this year that is a big challenge.
Yeah, no kidding. I think we have like 4 or 5 school guys. So yeah, it's obviously tough to learn how to manage your time. You got practice in the morning and games on the weekends, and and school in between there. So yeah, it's definitely a challenge for sure.
What are you looking forward to the most for the rest of the season?
I'm just kind of trying to string together some wins here, really kind of fine-tuning our game and getting ready for a big, hopefully a big playoff run.
What do you think that playoff run is going to look like?
Honestly, obviously our goal is a championship here. That's kind of what we strive for every day at practice. So if it could end in that, it would be a nice cherry on top of my last year junior here. But I mean, I think, yeah, we just got to play our game and we'll be successful.
Over the last decade that you've been playing hockey in total, any particular year stand out for you?
Probably like my Brind'amour second year was a lot of fun. I had a really good team, lots of guys like going to pro hockey. My last 2 years in Campbell River have been really fun for me. I've made a lot of friends that I still talk to almost every day. So yeah, just meeting guys from everywhere, all over the province is a lot of fun.
And what about the rivalry between you guys and the Comox Valley?
Yeah, it's the local derby, you know. It's a lot of fun. They get up to play us and we get up to play them. Fans get into it. So yeah, it's a lot of fun every game.
Let's talk about the fans. What do you think of the fans in Campbell River?
Oh, they're second to none in our league, especially at this level. I think they're probably some of the best you could find around. They're loyal and they make noise every night. So no matter who you're playing, what the situation is, if you're down or up in the game, it's a lot of fun to play.
After talking to the coach and the captain and some of the fans from Campbell River Storm, they could be on their way to a championship. So stay tuned for that. All right, we are live here in Campbell River. All right, we are live here in Campbell River at the Strathcona Gardens Recreation Complex. It has been a fabulous game between the Comox Valley Glacier Kings and the Campbell River Storm. That little feature you just saw was shot 2 weeks ago at the last time that they met down in the Comox Valley. Joining me now is by far their biggest fan, I'm sure. Not to mention the mayor of Campbell River, Andy Adams. What do you think of the first period?
Well, I got to give it to the G-Kings goaltender. He's standing on his head, and that one save where the net was wide open, and he threw his stick out there and stopped it. It was pretty impressive, but boy, what a difference in shots on through that first period. So we'll see how the rest of the game goes.
I think it's because we're here.
Well, you know, I really got to thank Shaw for coming out and broadcasting the VIJHL. You know, here at the Brind'amour Arena, we call it the Brindy. Here, you'll find me here most Friday nights as a long-time season ticket holder for the Storm, but we've got some of the best fans on Vancouver Island, and they normally fill the house and make a lot of noise and have a lot of fun, and I think it really helps the team get motivated and come out and play for the fans, and the success on the ice is showing.
Yes. Now, this whole arena complex was built in 1971, but when did the name change for this arena?
Well, it was about 2009 when Laird Ruland, he was on City Council along with myself. We put the name forward to then Mayor McDonnell to say, you know, Rod Brind'amour, this is where he played his midget hockey and to learn the skills of the trade, and you know, he's a Campbell River boy, brought the Stanley Cup back here to Campbell River, so the least we could do was name the arena after him. So we named a road after him down in Ocean Grove and named the arena. Yeah.
That's amazing. Now, one of the things that you're trying to do is bring the Cyclone Taylor Cup here. Tell me about that.
Well, we did have the Cyclone Taylor Cup here before, and it was just a fantastic experience. The fans were just standing room only. It was a packed place. And with the success of the franchise and the fact that we've got the largest fan base for junior B hockey in the province, it's just a natural fit. But it's all part of our city's economic development to bring championship playoffs, whether it's soccer, whether it's hockey, whether it's baseball, but also a whole pile of other activities. And working with the Storm organization, with Linda and Wes Rood and their whole team, it's a great fit. And so when Wes phoned me up and said, Andy, we'd like to host the Cyclone Taylor Cup, I said, what do you need me to do? So We got council to endorse the letter. We put a package together, and we're hoping we're going to be pretty successful.
All right, well, keep us apprised of that. Now, there's also talk about a renovation of this entire complex. Let's talk about that.
Well, for most games, it's standing room only here on a Friday night, so we've got about 760 bench seats, and we average over 800 fans a game. So, so we know we need to do some renovations. Plus, the dressing rooms and the facilities here are quite dated and do require some major upgrades. So myself and Marlene Wright and Michelle Babchuk and Cal Gunnerud and Brenda Lee from Area D sit on the Strathcona Gardens Commission. And over the last 3 or 4 years have been working on different design plans, setting out a conceptual plan, and also putting the financial pieces in place so that when federal and provincial grant money comes up, we're ready to go. And we're really happy with where we're at now. The plans are pretty exciting, and they'll involve the pool, they'll involve a wellness center, fitness studio, and expansion to the Brind'amour Arena here.
Awesome. Well, that is fantastic. That sounds really amazing. And you're right, this is built in 71. That's 40 years ago.
Well, that was for the original arena, and then we added the pool, then we added the second ice sheet and the leisure ice. So it's a little bit of a patchwork quilt right now, and we want to kind of strip it down a little bit and rebuild it. We did replace the whole ice sheet here a year and a half ago, and that was about $1.6 million to do that. So now we just got to pretty it up around the outside of the rink.
All right. Well, Andy, thank you so much for your time. It's been a pleasure.
Well, thank you to you and Shaw and the crew for coming up here and now being part of the VIJHL broadcast. It'd be great. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, and now a couple weeks ago when we were in the Comox Valley, we had a chance to talk to one of the officials who oversees all of the refs for the Vancouver Island Junior Hockey League. And this is what he had to say. As you know, hockey players use the Junior B League to work their way up through the ranks of the hockey world. They're not the only ones. Officials as well also use this as their training ground. Joining me now, Randy Thomas, who is in charge of officials for BC Hockey. Randy, how do you see this league?
It's a good introduction for people to get to the second level beyond minor hockey. Stepping up from doing minor hockey, Adams, Pee-wees up to midget age, the officials will start doing AAA midgets and then Junior B before stepping into BC Hockey League, Junior A, and the WHL. It's a great place to hone your skills.
Which league is the most challenging?
Probably once you get into Junior B at this point. The lower level leagues are still, kids are really learning. Here it's a lot more competitive. There's a lot more at stake. It gives you that little intensity that you don't get in regular minor hockey.
Now, have you seen any of the officials that have come up under you go on beyond the Junior League?
Yeah, I officiated with Trent Norn, who's a Powell River kid. He's officiating in the NHL right now. It was great working with him when I was in Powell River and to do some supervisions with him and skate with him while he was doing BC Hockey and the Junior B League.
Now, as an official, you're not supposed to have an opinion about any one team, so I'm not going to ask you for your favorite team. But if you could pick a fan base that is the most loud, who would it be?
I'd have to say Campbell River. It's a small barn, and they get a pretty good turnout on a regular basis, and it really resonates in that building. So on the north end of the island, that's probably the best group that you'll find for sure.
Rivals. Noun. A person or thing competing with another for the same objective or for superiority in the same field of activity.
The BCHL is back live on Shaw TV. Things will heat up on the ice as island rivals face off against one another up and down and all around Vancouver Island. 5 teams are all fighting one another to claim the status of island champs. Tune in for our monthly island matchup, only on Shaw TV.
Cruising down the island highway, I got nowhere to it be? Is it 1? Is it 9? Is it 2:45? Understand I'm in no hurry, it's just not how I am. Gonna get my yoga on at the Colliery Dam. You see, I eat real slowly at a leisurely pace. Get my hair styled nice so that it's not in my face. But what I really want to tell you is don't make me hurry up. Gonna sit and watch the waves while I sip from my cup. Got all day to work on my rhymes. Be prepared, it can rain or snow anytime. Doesn't stress me out to be standing in line. Chilling by the beach and I'm sure feeling fine. I got Mondays for snowmen, I got Tuesdays for runs, and all the rest of the days I eat cinnamon buns. Yes, the island is amazing and I wish you were here, and you're never more than 2 minutes away from a deer. So please join me in relaxing while he tattoos my arm. And where else in the world is there a unicorn farm? You know, I'm never in a rush, as you can see from this graphic, and I don't even get mad when I get stuck in traffic.
Wait a minute. There's no traffic on the island.
Traffic? What's traffic?
Oh my goodness, look at that, it's a mime. Gotta walk a lot of steps going one at a time. Oh no, I forgot my next line. Don't just stand there, throw me a lime.
The 2018 Bel Air Direct BC Men's Curling Championship, January 31st to February 4th at the Parksville Curling Club. Teams from across the province will compete to represent BC at the National Championship. The final 4 games will air live on BC Shaw TV stations and stream online for viewers across the country. The 2018 Bel Air Direct BC Men's Curling Championship, only on Shaw TV.
Live here at the Strathcona Gardens in Campbell River. We have a 1-0 game heading into the second period. The Kings are ahead of the Storm. Not everybody was expecting that because, of course, the Campbell River Storm are in second place in the division, and the Comox Valley Glacier Kings are bringing up the rear with only 9 points. But they are having a fabulous game. The goalie, Giesbrick, is standing on his head. 28 saves in the first period. And now we're going to head up to our 2 commentators, Mark Barry and Randall Height. Take it away, guys.
Very much, Mary Ruth, and you can't talk about that first period without talking about this guy, Noah Giesbrick.
Oh, absolutely, Mark. He was absolutely outstanding all period. He had such fantastic concentration. 28 shots on goal that he saved every single one of them. 4 shots on goal for the Glacier Kings. Completely dominant. I thought they were going to save some time here because they were only going to have to clean that one end of the ice because, as you can see, Giesbrick was all over the place. This is a great save here coming up. That's the paddle save that made the whole crowd roar. Well, at least they moan and groan, yes, maybe instead. But let's see it again. That was an absolutely NHL caliber save by Giesbrick there, Mark.
Absolutely, you know, and the Glacier Kings have been doing that all season with their goaltending. Big hit there delivered by Kevin Paravon. You were talking about his size and what he brings to the game.
Yeah, and here's the big goal here by Cruz. He kind of just snuck that by. You'll see here closer that he just sneaks around. He just throws one at the net, and Tallarico just not able to close the doors on the 5-hole there, and Cruz gets it through and kind of surprised the crowd a little bit. And, you know, they didn't see that right away, and there was a little bit of a moan and a surprise and very, very quiet as the referee pointed to it.
I was just going to say, one of the things that you find with players that come from Junior A down to Junior B,
yes,
they're a little surprised by the speed and the way the game plays, and it's not that much of a difference from what they see at the Junior A, so they're expecting a step down and maybe just lax a little bit. And you'll see that takes them about 2 or 3 games to find their legs and figure out that this is just almost as good as Junior A.
Yeah, I think that you make a really good point, Mark, and we'll talk more about that after the break.
The 2018 Bel Air Direct BC Men's Curling Championship, January 31st to February 4th at the Parksville Curling Club. Teams from across the province will compete to represent BC at the National Championship. The final 4 games will air live on BC Shaw TV stations and stream online for viewers across the country. The 2018 Bel Air Direct BC Men's Curling Championship, only on Shaw TV.
This is my very first costume. I made it for my very first convention. I realized that, oh gosh, I was like definitely shoved down that rabbit hole. Really, really fast and hard. I'm Julie Townsend and I make cosplay. I've been cosplaying for about 11 years. Started off small, this is it. Then I got bigger and bigger, and then I wanted to make a new costume for every day of the convention, so I was making 3 costumes for the weekend, maybe more. Most challenging is this one. It was armor. It's definitely an art form, definitely an expression of who you are. There's always that new shiny new character that you want to see if you can make the costume from. It definitely goes down that rabbit hole hard and fast. And I don't really want to go back because it's too much fun. So much to do.
Rivals. Noun. A person or thing competing with another for the same objective or for superiority in the same field of activity.
The VIJHL is back live on Shaw TV. Things will heat up on the ice as Island rivals face off against one another up and down and all around Vancouver Island. 5 teams are all fighting one another to claim the status of Island champs. Tune in for our monthly Island matchup, only on Shaw TV.
Mark, I think you made a really good point there right before we went to break. And, you know, there isn't that much difference between the two. And you see quite a few guys going back and forth a little bit between them. Of course, Schmunk just going to the Powell River Kings. 16-year-old had a very good season so far with the Storm. Maybe bring us up to date on him. He just signed at the January 10th deadline. And what happened with the Powell River Kings? 2
games into his junior A career, he gets a broken clavicle. He's out for the season, or for a good portion of the season. A couple of other signings out of the prospects game. Pierce Messer with the Storm. He's out with an injury right now. He's committed to the Bulldogs for next season. A number of signings right across the league. Well, let's just check the out-of-town scoreboard before we resume play.
Yeah, that's a great idea there, Mark. So we're going to look first at the Victoria Cougars and the Oceanside Generals. Interesting enough, Oceanside was up 2-0 in the second period, but the Victoria Cougars have come back now to tie that 2-2 so far. The Saanich Braves, meanwhile, lead the Peninsula Panthers 1-0, and that is in the second period. And, of course, here, this is not incorrect, folks. I'm reading this right, and we're here. The Comox Valley Glacier Kings lead the Campbell River Storm 1-0 after 1 period. Shots on goal, 28 for the Storm, 4 for the Comox Valley Glacier Kings. I'm thinking that Noah Giesbrecht probably had to have a lot of Gatorade between that period there because he was busy in that first period. And this is going to be tough for the Storm, or for the Glacier Kings in the second period. They only have 13 skaters. They kept up with the Storm. The Storm are going to come roaring in this second period.
And the play is underway. 1-0 the score, as Randall's told you. The goal scorer with the puck, that's Cruz. Nice dish-off pass to, looked like Alexander, played by Tellerico. Out comes Sutherland. Sutherland at his own blue line. He'll skate it to center ice, poked off his stick by Withy. Here comes Bertel. Bertel fires it, goes off the stick of Slaney and out of play. And at this point, I'd like to mention our officials for tonight. Now that we're up to a 4-man crew in the VIJHL, your referees tonight, Riley Friesen and Tyler Olson, and your linesmen are Hayden Buckton and Ethan Jack.
Yeah, great point, Mark. A lot of people might not know the start of the season before the January 10th trade deadline break, that they only use 1 referee and 2 linesmen. After that, they get ready for the playoffs. They go to 2 referees, 2 linesmen, and they'll play that all the way through the playoffs.
And of course,
the end of the regular
just
season.
started 2 weeks ago at the governor's meeting right here in Campbell River, where they voted for that. Giesbrecht will play it up along the boards. Goes to the line, not out. Joe Gage keeps it in. He turns it over to Withy. Withy, just a long bomb into the Campbell River zone. That's Kersley. And that should be icing. That's waved off. It looked like it was icing to me, but Here's Joe Gage at the dot. Joe Gage, nice little move, but goes behind the net. Joe Gage finds Kersley at the point. Kersley, cross ice to Stapley. Stapley through traffic, turned aside easily by Giesbrecht. He's having a great game. That's Gage. Back to the point, into the skates of Stapley, over to Kersley. Nice block from Finn Withey, and we've seen that a lot this season from the very talented forward, number 17, Finn Withey from the Comox Valley Glacier Kings. Gage to Sadie with a shot that goes wide. Bertel with the puck in his own end. Glacier Kings will try and bring it out. That's Johnson, turns it over. Oh, a great save from Giesbrecht as he didn't see that one coming. Campbell River will keep it in. Good pressure from the Storm. Stapley trying to find Hards, but intercepted by Alexander.
Kings need a change here.
Bertel with it. Campbell River putting lots of pressure on the G Kings. It's McCann. You heard his interview during the intermission. He'll dump it in behind the net. Bavaro will try and get to it. Being pestered by Flatiger. Flatiger in along the boards, trying to dig it out. Kinley's in there to help him out for the Storm.
Smart play by Bavaro here. This line's been out for 2 minutes, haven't been able to get off. Really, really smart heads-up play by Bavaro there. They're absolutely exhausted. 2 minute and 4 second shift in junior hockey's unheard of. They couldn't get off. The Storm had him pinned in there. It was their side to change. And boy, key play there by Bavaro.
Face-off will be to the right of Noah Giesbrecht. Dollywall will take the draw against Brett Kinley, and Brett Kinley very good at face-offs. He pushes it forward into the corner. Play in the Glacier Kings zone. And out comes Weber. Weber dumps it into the Campbell River zone. Centered by Swanson. Goes off a skate in behind the net. Out comes McCann. McCann crosses the blue line into the Glacier Kings zone. McCann still with it. Nice little pass. Shot. Scores! Brett Kinley from the high slot. The Campbell River Storm tie this one up at 8:38 of the second.
Yeah, very nice shot there that beat Giesbrecht. We're going to see a replay on this here. Nice play getting across the blue line there, and top. Here's another angle here on that shot. Excellent shot there by Kinley.
But great patience from McCann to slow the play down, look for the guy in front of the net. That's bread and butter play for Brett Kinley.
Absolutely.
1-1 the score.
That was the 31st shot on goal that finally beat Noah Giesbrecht, and we just started the second period here. 17-12 left to go in the second. Great save there by Giesbrecht. Again, just went off the arm as he was sliding across. He seems to be in the zone tonight. He's going to have to be that way because Campbell River has been so dominant, Mark, all night.
Absolutely, and but you know what? It's a long game. They play the full 60. The Glacier Kings,
right.
The key is, like you say, slow it down, stay in the game as long as they can. Get that confidence. After that goal they scored, they looked really good. They just need to...
McCann and Lindsay with the assists. Kinley, McCann, and Lindsay at 2:38 of the second period ties the game 1-1.
That's right, 2:38 the time of the goal. Shot at the point. Through traffic, doesn't get through. That's Cruz that breaks it up. Cruz at the blue line. Get by McKenzie. But he'll get it to the Campbell River blue line. Campbell River with it. That's Sutherland. Not sure who he was passing to. It ends up on a Glacier Kings stick. That's Height with it. Height at center ice. Dumps it into the far corner. Goes in behind the net. Picked up by Sutherland. Sutherland behind his own goal. Sutherland will skate it out. Sutherland off the linesman. And looked like it went out of play, but
too many men there.
Slaney behind his own goal. 15:46 to go in the second period with speed. That's Frank. Frank, nice little pass, unintentional to Wheeldon. Wheeldon in behind the net to Frank. Frank with speed to the middle of the ice. Blocker to side by Giesbrecht. Back to the point it goes to Stapley. Stapley to Frank. Frank Hops over his stick, and Finn Withy can't quite break it out. Play in the neutral ice area. Porter to Frank. Nice move by Frank. Frank at the circle, working towards the net. Loses it just as he was ready to release it.
Going to be a penalty here as well, just right at the end of that play. Looks like it's going to be Johnson going to the penalty box. Cole Johnson for the Glacier Kings going to the box for hooking. And that is going to be 4:48 in the second period here, sending the Storm to their first power play of the game.
And the power play for the Campbell River Storm ranked #1 in the VIJHL. The bad news for the Glacier Kings is the Storm power play against the Glacier Kings this season, 42%. They're 10 for 24 against the Glacier Kings.
Yikes.
Joe Gage to McCann in the corner to Hards. Hards to McCann to Gage. Gage winds up, and a nice block by Withy as it goes out of play.
You know, it's amazing how quick these players grow up, because I'm looking at Darren Hards and Austin Heidt out there, and it wasn't that long ago that I saw the two of them in the middle of the rink there on the break and intermission. Look at this here. Another big save by Giesbrecht. That one off the arm. Here's that penalty now for you.
And there is...
Yeah, that's that hook on Johnson. Yeah, I don't know. That's a bit of a soft one here.
Yeah.
Hopefully Karma will not put the puck in the net there for the Storm off of that one, because that's a little bit soft.
McCann back to the point to Gage. Bavaro tries to get to it. Hards goes down. Poked away in that corner. Glacier Kings doing a good job of keeping along the boards. McCann with it. McCann circles at the blue line, gets it to Joe Gage. Gage, he's got Lindsay with him. He'll circle back. Joe Gage to McCann. McCann, good work by the penalty killers to take away any passing lanes for the Campbell River Storm.
Absolutely. 50 seconds left to go in the power play.
Joe Gage in his own zone behind his own net. Gage up to Kinley. Kinley, who's got the Storm goal. Even strength. 36 seconds left to the man advantage for the Campbell River Storm. Sutherland to Frank. Frank with a shot. Nice block. Vaughn. That was a great save from Giesbrecht. 25 seconds left in the man advantage. Frank back to the point. Frank, top of the circle. Side of the net to Price. Shot for Kinley and a nice stop.
Yeah, I think that just went off Giesbrecht's shoulder, it looks like, and went up off into the netting. Nice break there for the Glacier Kings. 12 seconds left to go in this penalty to Johnson. 13:24 left to go in the period. 33-5 shots on goal favor the Campbell River Storm.
Face-off will be to the right of Giesbrecht. Taking the draw will be Weber against Hards. Glacier Kings, that's Swanson. Gets to the line, but not out. Storm, with 3 seconds left in the man advantage. Sadie with a shot. Oh, it goes off a skate of Hards and into the near corner. 5 aside, Hards. Oh, he was looking for Stapley, who had crept in from the point. Stapley with it in the corner. Nice little move by Stapley. Hards keeps it in. Sadie behind the net in the Glacier Kings zone. Gold River player gets it to Kersley. Kersley at the point. Through traffic. Nice redirect. Doesn't get through to the goaltender. Joe Gage with it. Just dumps it in the corner. He'll go down. Glacier Kings will try and get it out. Weber up to Dollywall. Dollywall poked off his stick by Savy. Savy having a good shift. Savy can't get it through. It goes to Kersley. Logan Kersley from Comox, BC. Kersley looking for Hards. Intercepted. And here comes Finn Withy. Withy looking for Swanson. Pass was behind him. 12:15 to go in the second period. 1-1 the score. Play in the Campbell River zone. There's a chance. Back to the point. It goes to Johnson. Johnson through traffic. Shot is wide. Nice save by Tellerico. Savy knocks his man down. Wheeldon passes it back to Stapley. 11:44 in the second period. Left to go. Campbell River to Savy at center ice. Savy up to Wheeldon. Savy will go to the front of the net. Oh, and a
Johnson with a big poke check that missed there.
Play in the Campbell River zone. VIJHL goes after it. Campbell River will get to it first. That's Prexler. Prexler to Lindsay behind his own goal. Long pass to Price. Goes off his skate. And he was on the wrong side of center ice when it went off his skate.
Boy, you got to see what a huge problem that was for the Glacier Kings with Johnson getting a penalty. They only have 4D, so he got that penalty, and Height and Parabon were out there for the entire 2 minutes of killing that penalty, and then Height was on the opposite side. He couldn't get off. He was out there for over 3 minutes before he finally got to have a switch with Johnson and get off. Fatigue's going to be a factor for the Glacier Kings with only 4D, especially if another D gets a penalty.
Glacier Kings with an opportunity. Just outmanned on that puck, and Campbell River will get possession of it. Reed Lindsay dishes it off to Prexler. Prexler up to Wheeldon. Wheeldon crosses the line. Wheeldon shot. Nice save. Oh, and a great
see that
clearance from Noah Giesbrecht. Through traffic. Wheeldon with a chance. Back to the point. Prexler over to Lindsay. Reed Lindsay. Lindsay to Flanagan. Flanagan in the corner. Flanagan behind the net, still with it. Good work by Flanagan. Flanagan circles, centers it, nobody there. And out comes Ben Alexander. Alexander, nice pass to Neufeld. Neufeld, nice move by Neufeld, but Reed Lindsay doesn't bite. Price at center ice. Price in the corner, in behind the net. Price still with it, loses it to Parabon. Price gets it back. Kinley. Kinley in the corner, looking for help. Nobody there. Well, pops off his stick. That goes right back to Kinley. Kinley with sharp angle shot. Giesbrecht's seen enough.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to look at the shots on goal. It's stunning when you think about it. We're 4:55 in the second period as they take the TV timeout. 35-5 shots on goal in favor of the Storm. We'll talk more about that. Let's look at this goal here by the Storm.
McCann, beautiful setup. And Kinley, that's Kinley's favorite spot, high slot, and usually it's just a one-timer. He took his time with it, took a shot, and Giesbrecht stands.
Well, I'm glad you knew that. I wish Giesbrecht would have known that, because as you can see, he slid over just a little bit and opened up that top corner. Here comes the penalty here. Boy, you know what? That's not, I tell you why that's not hooking. He had one hand on his stick. Yeah. You can't hook a guy with one hand on your stick like that. Here's a big hit by Height. Nice hit by Height there along the boards.
Shot through traffic, and another stop from Giesbrecht. And
yeah, that one was deflected too, I think, and that's an even trickier one there for Giesbrecht. He's been absolutely outstanding so far tonight. 35-5 shots on goal. Scores 1-1 with 40:55 left to go in that second period, and he's going to have to continue that way, Mark, because the Storm have looked brilliant.
Raveen Dhaliwal, who came over to the VIJHL with the Oceanside Generals before getting traded to the Comox Valley Glacier Kings, and that's Dhaliwal with the puck. Dhaliwal fires it in, goes straight to goaltender Tellerico, and he'll dish it off to Captain McCann. And behind the net, Andrew Sutherland, Campbell River, will get it out. McCann crosses the blue line. McCann looking for Flanagan. Doesn't get through to him, goes right back to McCann. He'll fire it under the opposite wing. Good work by Sutherland to get it in the corner and get it to Kinley. Kinley all the way back to the blue line. Kinley circles back. Kinley still with the puck. Gets it to Sutherland. Sutherland shot. Nice save. High on the goaltender, and he makes a stop.
Yeah, it almost looked like a power play there. I think that the Glacier Kings are starting to get tired, starting to fatigue. If you're joining us late, the Glacier Kings only have 13 skaters out there tonight, while the Campbell River Storm have 17 guys out there. That's a huge difference. That's almost a whole other line out there for the Storm, and this is going to get even tougher as this game goes into the third period.
Yeah, the Glacier Kings also short on the coaching staff as well tonight, as they don't see Jordan Cambrath or Jordan Butcher, and that means taking over the bench boss duties would be Mac Reed,
the backup assistant coach.
That's right, who was up calling the games just a couple of seasons ago.
Yeah, and of course, Tony Wishart, he's back with the Glacier Kings behind the bench here for tonight.
Play in the Comox Valley zone. That's Campbell River with the puck. Butler works it right in front. And He was trying to find Dawson Frank, but it didn't get through. It goes all the way down the ice. Icing is waved off. Sutherland will go back and chase it down. 8:25 to go in the second period. Here comes Campbell River. Dawson Frank crosses the blue line. He's got Butler going hard to the net. Can't get it through. Goes in behind the net. Tight. Taken into the boards. Frank tries to fish it out. Cruises in there. Trying to keep it with his teammate.
Good play again for the Glacier Kings. That's what we were talking about early. You know, fatigue's a factor there. You want to try to get that clean change, so it's a good time to slow things down, grind it out a little bit, get that break so that they can have that change. They've got to do that, being outmanned by 4 guys, and 35-6 now, shots in goal in favor of the Storm. Boy, they might save some time. I think they're going to have to clean that other end of the ice there too, but only 2 shots on goal, I believe, this period for the Kings.
A draw. Nice save from Giesbrecht. It was high on him again as Campbell River seems to be going high, and Cody Savey takes a shot at Johnson, and really surprised it was right in front of the referee, and no call.
Yeah, Hart's visor popped off there as well.
Savey with a shot. Oh, and it's a nice save from Giesbrecht as it's caught up in his equipment.
Yeah, that was a huge control of that rebound for Giesbrecht, because if he doesn't do that, there were 2 Campbell River Storm. You'll see that in the replay here, swarming around looking for that.
Savey with a shot and a nice save high on the goaltender.
Yeah, absolutely. You could see for sure 2 of the Storm ready to go there if there was a rebound. Great job by Giesbrecht.
Back to the point. Campbell River with the puck. Stapley through traffic, changes direction. Hards with it, tries to wrap around, and there was an opportunity there, but goaltender was able to keep it out. Stapley over to Kersley. Kersley into the skates of Joe Gage. Gage to Hards. I don't know how he took that pass. Shot goes wide. Kersley at the point. Kersley finds Hards on the half wall. Hards wheeling and dealing. He'll get the puck again. Hards loses it. Withy, good work along the boards. Withy still digging at it.
Cruz took a high stick to the face there.
Savey tries to pass it off to Joe Gage. Back to the point. Stapley to Kersley. Hops over his stick and outside the line. Then Withy. Stapley dishes it off. Shot from Hards. And
look at that glanced off Giesbrecht's helmet there, I think. He's fixing his helmet. I think it went off his helmet, A little bit there, Mark?
I think so. He got a piece of it, and it looked like he felt it. Got to watch those snaps sometimes, because sometimes those snaps will...
Yeah, let's take a look at that on the replay here and see if we can see exactly what happened.
Yeah. There's the shot. Yeah,
it looks like it did him in the mask there for sure.
There's a chance. Oh, and doesn't miss by much. Jalen Price just misses.
I was really happy to see Giesbrecht take his helmet off there. It is indeed true. We had a couple of people on Twitter asking if that was a young Martin Brodeur. It turns out it's not. It is Noah Giesbrecht in net there. So I'm happy he took the helmet off to confirm.
Right out in front, shot scores. Reed Wheeldon.
Yeah, that was a tough one there. Giesbrecht was all kind of laying down a little bit on the ice. He had saved the initial shot. He's exhausted. He's down on one knee. He's made 36 saves so far, and we still have 7 minutes left to go in the second period. Just that puck.
It's just sitting in the blue paint.
Yeah, absolutely. And Giesbrecht's got to be exhausted right now. 38 shots. There's still 6.5 minutes left to go in this second period. He's been absolutely outstanding, but fatigue has to be setting in for him now.
That goal coming at 13:26. Reed Wheeldon makes it 2-1. Play resumes. Krexler to Lindsay.
Oh, just a miss by Price there, and that's going to be a penalty. It looked like Price had an open net there going across and just wasn't able to get it. Looks like it's going to be a penalty here now. Yeah, absolutely. Here's the penalty. We'll get a closer look at it here. I think that's going to be a tripping, it looks like on height there. Yeah. And that's going to be 13:45 in the second period, second power play of the night for the Campbell River Storm.
Play underway, Campbell River on the power play. In behind the net. That's Hards to Lindsay. Lindsay, shot from Joe Gage. Oh, goes wide. Behind the net. Over to Lindsay. Porter to Gage. Shot. Goes wide. Withy with the puck. Withy just dumps it into neutral ice. Lindsay to Joe Gage. Gage to McCann. McCann in his own end. Campbell, he skates over the puck. And Withy, just unfortunate, couldn't get to the puck quick enough. He'll freeze the puck and try and eat up valuable seconds. Campbell River with 1:15 to go in the man advantage. Gage to McCann. McCann loses the puck. Gets a return pass to Porter. Just misses him. Glacier Kings will send the puck down the ice with Tellerico. Will fire it up to Hards. Hards at the blue line. Hards, he's got McKenzie, and he was looking for McKenzie. Pass just goes off a skater right out in front as McKenzie was looking for Porter at the front of the net. Weber can't get it out. Slaney, 39 seconds left in the man advantage. Slaney with the puck. Slaney to the middle of the ice. Through traffic, redirected. Goes right out back in front of the net. And Glacier Kings will try and get it out. They can't. Stapley over to Slaney. Slaney, Butler in the high slot. Stapley with it. High shot goes wide. Butler will go chase it down on the far wall. 14 seconds left in the man advantage. Stapley works it in. Redirected. Looking for the redirection, and Glacier Kings will try and get it out. Get it to the line, but no further. 4 seconds left. Stapley works it in. Redirected by Butler, and a nice stop from Giesbrecht. 4:12 to go in the second period. Campbell River up 2-1. Play in the Campbell River end. Butler gets into trouble. Good work by Swanson. Poked away by McKenzie. McKenzie. He has Wheeldon with him. McKenzie, middle of the ice. McKenzie with a shot, goes off the stick of Johnson and out of play.
That was a really big kill there for the Comox Valley Glacier Kings because all momentum has been going the way of the Campbell River Storm. The Glacier Kings just want to try to get out of this period, get rid of this last 3:50 left in the second. You know, they bring out shot 40-6, so to still be in this game at 2-1, that was a big kill for them for sure.
Dollywall and Gage in the face-off circle. Gage wins the draw. That's Lindsay with it. Changes direction, goes just wide. Savy gets it behind the goal line. To Joe Gage behind the net. Gage, Hards is in the slot. Back to the point it goes. Campbell River with possession. Lindsay fans on the pass and goes out of play, and well, the faceoff should be just outside the line.
So some of the fans might not know, and you mentioned, touched on a little bit earlier, but Jake McKenzie, who now plays for the Campbell River Storm, used to be the captain earlier this season of the Comox Valley Glacier Kings, and Joe Gage used to be the assistant captain of the Comox Valley Glacier Kings. He came here, and the other assistant captain, Ty Madden, he now plays for West Shore.
That's right.
So the leadership team leaving for the G Kings this season.
Nice save from
Huge
Giesbrecht.
save there by Giesbrecht. You do see that a lot in junior hockey, not just junior B, but you know, you're 20 years old. If you haven't won a championship, if your team doesn't look like they're going to the playoffs, a lot of the guys say, you know what, I want to go somewhere, some team that's a contender that has a chance. They went to do that.
And we'll just see this replay. Shot from the point. Nice glove save as he just snagged it out of the air.
Absolutely. Giesbrecht has just been absolutely outstanding so far tonight. That was his 39th save, and we still have 3:14 left to go in the second period.
You were talking about McKenzie. McKenzie also from Campbell River wanted to play his final year in a Campbell River Storm uniform. That was the same case last year with Braden McCartney, the captain of the Glacier Kings, who came to play in Campbell River his final season, and he's now playing college hockey in Castlegar. Krexler gets it towards the net, picked up by Height off the boards, and Glacier Kings will get it out. That's Dollywall. Dollywall at center ice. He'll dump it into the near corner, go chase it down. Krexler will meet him. The two collide. Oh, and Dollywall goes awkwardly into the boards, but he appears to be okay. He'll skate off, and no worse for wear, it appears. Withy at center ice, crosses the line. He's got Cruz with him. Going to the net is Bertel. And a nice glove save
Yeah, that was a really nice glove save there by Tellerico. I think it was going high over the net, but anytime you can control that and know where the puck is as a goalie, it's a lot better than having some awkward bounce off the backboards. He's only had 6 shots on goal so far. Let's take a look at a big hit here. Yeah, Dollywall was pretty lucky there. Yeah. He did get hurt, I think, so we're going to keep an eye on him. He's on the bench sitting down now. There's only 8 forwards for the Glacier Kings. To go down to 7 in junior hockey is just unbelievable. So hopefully Dollywall is going to make it back.
Tries to find McCann, intercepted. Comes Slaney in his own zone. Over to Sutherland. Sutherland to Kinley. Kinley's got one of the 2 Campbell River Storm goals. McCann at center ice. He'll regroup. McCann to Slaney. Cole Slaney. Played in the VIJHL last year with the Alberni Valley Bulldogs. Glacier Kings try and intercept, but Campbell River gets the puck. That's McCann. McCann with Kinley going to the front of the net. Nice save from Giesbrook, goes in behind the net. McCann comes up with the puck. McCann back to the point. Slaney. Slaney through traffic. Redirected. And that's in the net. And I'm not sure who's going to get credited with that one.
Yeah, Giesbrook almost had the save off that. I think it went off one of the Glacier Kings actually in front of the net. We'll see that here on the replay.
And it looks like Kinley's taking credit.
Yeah, let's slow this down, see if we can see this on the replay here. I think it just kind of trickled in. It's kind of tough to tell from that angle. I think it maybe went off of either Height or Paravon's stick there, just in front, kind of trickled in. That's a tough one because Giesbrook has had such an outstanding night here tonight. That's a tough one to have that one go in. That was a 43rd shot on goal. He's had 40 saves tonight. He still has a minute and 30 seconds of work to do here in the second period.
Play resumes. That's Stapley with the puck in the Glacier King zone. Kersley, Campbell River with possession.
Puck back to the point now. Kersley with a shot from the point. Tipped in by McKenzie. Oh, and it's another goal there. That shot just thrown it to the net there by Kersley. McKenzie in the slot. He just redirected there. And this is really tough because Giesbrook has had a fantastic game, but I think fatigue has become a bit of a factor for him. You know, you hate to give up a goal in that last minute, and this could be 2 in just the last minute and a half. There it is. Throw to the net and just off of McKenzie's stick. Not really a chance at all for Giesbrook there.
Oh, nice deflection.
Absolutely.
In the high slot from McKenzie. And as we were talking about earlier, McKenzie playing some of his best hockey probably in the last 2 weeks. He just seems to be in the right place at the right time. And after a slow start with the Storm, I think he's really found his game. Play resumes. Campbell River with possession. Less than a minute to go. Butler will chase it down in the corner. Frank in behind the net. Frank.
McKenzie from Kersley. Nice round of applause here by the local fans. They really do love Jake McKenzie. And, you know, it was interesting talking earlier at the intermission there. About 750, 800 fans here usually per night. And you knew that scoreless first period wasn't going to happen all night with the Campbell River Storm. The Glacier Kings played an excellent first period. They hung with them a lot through this second. But, you know, when you only have 13 skaters, it's tough to play 60 minutes of hockey.
And earlier, Noah Flatiger with the 3rd Campbell River Storm goal. He's the AP. I think that's his 2nd goal of the season with the Campbell River Storm. Withy finds Brittell. Brittell just outside the Campbell River blue line. Withy tries to fish it out. Storm player goes down. Glacier Kings with the puck in the neutral ice area. Oh, Hards with a steal. Hards in on goal. Shot high over the net. Nice steal from Darren Hards late in the second period.
Yeah, absolutely. Very nice steal there by Darren Hards. So after 2 periods of play, the Campbell River Storm lead the Comox Valley Glacier Kings 4-1. They also lead them shots on goal 44-6 shots on goal in favor of the Campbell River Storm.
And quickly, your impressions of the second period.
Well, you know what? I think we kind of talked about it earlier. You can't keep that pace all night with only 13 skaters, and then you take a penalty, you're down to 3D. That is a very tough game. Giesbrecht has been outstanding, but I think fatigue's been a real factor for him as well.
And
oh, okay, got it. All right, thanks so much, Randall and Mark. Wow, what a period. We've got 44 shots on goal, 4 goals, 4-1, and 6 shots on goal the other way, and a single goal. It has been an outstanding second period. You got to give it to the Comox Valley Glacier Kings. Even though they've been scored on this period, they've only got 13 players. And that's really tough to play that much hockey with only 13 players. All right, so right now, we actually are going to go back in time 2 weeks. Have a look. January 6th, home of the Comox Valley Glacier Kings. We thought it would be a good idea to catch up with the coach and maybe the players, to talk to both teams to find out how their seasons are going and check in with the fans and see what they think. And joining me is owner Dave Webb. Mr. Webb, you've had a bit of a challenging season. Does it matter to you as the owner?
Oh, it's very, very important to us. We worry about the boys, how they're handling all the disruption and the changes, and the community also wants to know what's going on and why we made changes and why we are where we are. So it's very important to everyone that we handle this properly and make sure that the boys enjoy their season.
What is the feedback that you've been getting from some of the boys' families?
They're loving, some of them are loving the changes. Some wish that the changes weren't done. But at the end of the day, we were going in a different direction than our coaching staff, so we decided to make a change. And some of the players were a little disappointed about that, but now they've grown to enjoy. They're enjoying their new coaches, Jordan Butcher and Jordan Campreth and Mac Reed. So it's actually really good. It's turned to be good. I think it's going to turn around. Maybe not this year, but next year will be a lot more positive.
Well, you do have a lot of younger players. Do you think that'll be key for that turnaround?
Oh, for sure. They're the up and coming. We need those people coming out of the minor hockey system to be part of our game and to be part of our team. So tonight we're using 2 affiliate players, and one's from Port McNeil. So he travels with us, and so it's excellent. And that's what it's about. I mean, we're trying to make boys into men, and we're trying to have a good season.
Tonight's game is against the Campbell River. How do you feel about that?
It's really exciting. Campbell River and Courtney have always had a good rivalry. Bringing their fans down and we have ours, it's always loud and exciting to play against them.
Now, I understand that this year you've had a bit of a challenging season. What's been the hardest part for you as a player?
Growing pains. There's a lot of returning players at the start of the year that didn't make it to this point, so it's good for the guys that are still here to step up. A lot of younger guys on this team, so we need to set up a good culture and make sure that we're all working hard and going to battle every night.
How do you keep your morale up when it's just a loss after a loss after a loss?
Just wanting to be better and just wanting that pain to end, and just reminding all the boys that this hurts now, but if we keep putting in the work, that it's going to get better over time.
And when you hit practice the day after, 2 days after a loss, what's the first thing the coach usually does for you guys?
He sets the tone. He makes sure that we get out there, have a good skate, warm up, and then he gets us right back down to work. They do a really good job of picking apart the video and making sure that we have a plan of what we got to work on for the next opponent, and they look at other teams' films as well, which is awesome, and they urge us to do the same and make sure that we're all prepared.
What would you like to say to all the fans that are out there?
Just keep believing. I mean, we're all here, we're working hard, volunteers are working hard, we can't wait for what the future holds. We've got a lot of young players. Keep believing.
Joining me is Jordan Butcher, coach of the Comox Valley Glacier Kings. Jordan, it's been a very challenging season. How are you going to approach from here on out?
Well, we try to get the guys going as hard as we can and try to get them coming out hard every single game, getting involved in a more physical approach and just try to get going in the right direction. We've got a pretty young team now, and we're just trying to build for next year and get a few more wins as we go.
Okay. Are there any players that have really stepped up to help the younger ones?
Yeah, definitely. Finn Withy and Jacob Cruz have been great as far as development for our team goes. They've really stepped up as far as leaders on the ice, off the ice, and really helped build our stronger program for us.
In all of your years of coaching and playing hockey, what year has been the most challenging?
Probably this one. We've had a lot of struggles with finding the right group and guys that want to be here for the right reasons, and having a nice combination of local kids and now the right guys that want to be junior hockey players and want to move on with hockey. So it's been a tough go for the last little while, but we are getting in the right direction and moving on as a whole.
What do you have to say about the Comox Valley fans?
Oh, we have great fans here. When we're winning, we get a great crowd. When we're losing, we still have lots of fans that come out and they cheer loud, and it's definitely a hockey town here.
We found a couple of fans. What's your name?
I'm Josh.
And which team are you here rooting for?
The Glacier Kings.
How come?
Because they're awesome.
But aren't they having a very challenging season?
Yep.
And you're still here?
Yep.
How about you? What's your name?
I'm Skylar.
And Skylar, who are you rooting for?
Glacier Kings.
How come?
Because they're the best team.
The Comox Glacier Kings are having a tough season, but the fans are sticking by them. Junior hockey is definitely alive and well in the Comox Valley. So we now jump from back in time to current moment. Right now joining me is Jake McKenzie. At the beginning of the season, I had a chance to interview him, but he was in a different uniform at that point. You were playing for the Glacier Kings. How'd you end up with the Storm?
A couple things happened. Just wanted to go back home for my last year, have a chance at the championship, and just made things happen from there.
All right. Now, Jake, you tipped in that last goal. What did that feel like?
Feels good. It always feels nice to score a goal. Any goal that goes in, just a good feeling. Shout out to the teammates for giving the passes.
Now, I'm telling you, you got to give a bit of a shout out to the Comox Valley Glacier King goalie. Have you ever seen anything like that?
Not very often. He's standing on his head right now. Never seen a paddle save like that before.
What's been your favorite point of the game tonight?
Just how the team's close together. The energy's good. Everyone's happy, having a good time, and we're putting pucks in the net now.
All right. Now, let's go back in time a little bit to last night when you're lost against Nanaimo Clippers, or not Nanaimo Clippers, but the Nanaimo Buccaneers. What was that like for you guys? In overtime, 2-1 loss.
It was tough. We battled all game, and then just a couple little mistakes, and it cost us. But it's a learning lesson, and we'll know for next time.
All right. So you guys are headed maybe to the playoffs, or you're for sure?
Pretty sure. I hope so. Hope so.
All right. You guys are for sure in the playoffs. Well, good luck with the rest of the season, and good luck tonight.
Thank you very much.
All right, and now you might not know this, but the Campbell River Storm, 5 of the former players have gone on to play hockey at Vancouver Island University. And now we're going to see a feature with Matt about town.
This is a pretty odd neck protector.
Hey everyone, my name is Matt Carter. Welcome to Matt About Town. I'm about here to tell you about a brand new hockey team in town, the VIU Mariners, a club team through Vancouver Island University. Now usually I'm actually down at the rink for the games, playing the organ, DJing some music, but the truth of the matter is, I've always wanted to be a goalie. So let's strap on the pads and see what the team is all about. Describe the level of play here in the BCIHL.
I'd say it's very comparable to a lot of the junior that they have in town, whether it be the Bucks or the Clippers.
People are a lot more stronger and more patient, and mindset is a lot better out here.
Classic hockey IQ is really strong.
Yeah, the hockey IQ is stronger, and boys and men out here.
We got some junior A guys, got some junior B guys, got a few dub guys sprinkled in, but it's good level hockey.
It's a high tempo, hard hitting. It's fun hockey to watch. I mean, guys are out there, there's fights, there's a lot of goals, there's tic-tac-toe plays. I mean, it's got it all.
What does it mean to you to be able to get an education and play competitive hockey at the same time?
Oh, best thing ever. I love it. I love the sport, love playing hockey, and just being able to get my education at the same time, dream come true.
I didn't think I was going to be still playing hockey after my 20-year-old year in junior, and I ended up getting an opportunity in Selkirk and then coming back to the island, which is pretty damn close to home, and it's just been a dream. It's been an absolute blast.
It means almost everything. I've always wanted to go to post-secondary schooling here, and to be able to play the game I love while getting an education is nothing but awesome.
How do you balance playing competitive hockey and your studies?
Time management, yeah, it's a grind, but we practice every day at 7 a.m., 6:30 a.m., so it's kind of nice to get practice out of the way in the morning, and the rest of the day is just basically studying.
A lot of the guys here in similar programs, so I know a lot of the guys will do homework together or study in the libraries.
There's a couple study groups that will head up to the library every once in a while and get that done, but it definitely takes some work when you're a first-year student, balancing the workload with the hockey.
All right, no, I'm going to take some shots here in a little bit. I can barely skate. I've never played goal before. What chance do I have?
Out here, I don't know. These guys got some good shots, but I think if you just stay in there and don't try and give anything away, you should be able to do all right.
Stay in front of the middle of the net, you know?
Play the angles.
Yeah, play the angles. Make sure you know where your posts are, I guess. I'm not sure.
Flop around. Be like Hasek.
I've been told to watch the posts, flop around, and stand up. So really, it's kind of mixed messages.
I'd watch some guys shoot for your head for sure.
All right, well, my save percentage might not be too good, but if you want to see the VIU Mariners take shots against some real goalies in the BCIHL, check out the VIU Mariners men's hockey website. Get the full schedule on there. All sorts of great games generally happening Saturday right here at the Brind'amour Ice Center. Games going all the way into February and March, so we'd love to see you out there supporting VIU hockey. For Matt About Town, my name is Matt Carter. See you on the ice!
The 2018 Bel Air Direct BC Men's Curling Championship, January 31st to February 4th at the Parksville Curling Club. Teams from across the province will compete to represent BC at the National Championship. The final 4 games will air live on BC Shaw TV stations and stream online for viewers across the country. The 2018 Bel Air Direct BC Men's Curling Championship, only on Shaw TV.
This is my very first costume. I made it for my very first convention. I realized that, oh gosh, I was like definitely shoved down that rabbit hole. Really, really fast and hard. I'm Julie Townsend and I make cosplay. I've been cosplaying for about 11 years. Started off small, this is it. Then I got bigger and bigger, and then I wanted to make a new costume for every day of the convention, so I was making 3 costumes for the weekend, maybe more. Most challenging is this one. It was armor. It's definitely an art form, definitely an expression of who you are. There's always that new shiny new character that you want to see if you can make the costume from. It definitely goes down that rabbit hole hard and fast. And I don't really want to go back because it's too much fun. So much to do.
Rivals. Noun. A person or thing competing with another for the same objective or for superiority in the same field of activity.
The BCHL is back live on Shaw TV. Things will heat up on the ice as island rivals face off against one another up and down and all around Vancouver Island. 5 teams are all fighting one another to claim the status of island champs. Tune in for our monthly island matchup, only on Shaw TV.
You're watching Shaw TV Live, coming to you from Campbell River, from the Strathcona Gardens Recreation Complex. We are in the Bindi Arena. It has been a fabulous game between these two rivals, the Comox Valley Glacier Kings and the Campbell River Storm. We have a 4-1 hockey game, but the story of the night, 44 shots on goal, and he's only let in 4 goals. Giesbrecht for the Comox Valley Glacier Kings, absolutely standing on his head. And now we're going to head up to our color commentators, Randall Height and Mark Barry.
Very much, Mary Ruth, and really second period, Campbell River Storm woke up in the second period, got some pucks in the net, but really, again, I think the story of the game is Noah Giesbrecht.
Yeah, absolutely. You're seeing some of his great saves here for sure, Mark, so far. He does a great job on this one as well. He's controlling the rebound so well. That's been a huge factor of his game here. This one here tonight, see, he controlled that rebound and 2 guys were coming in on him. Very, very big play there for him as well. And that one, great glove save there. He's controlling that rebound. It's a big, big difference. It would be a lot more than 4 so far here tonight if that wasn't the case.
And another chance, nice wraparound, and goes off the pad. And
yeah, he didn't quite get across there, but Hards, he would want that one back. I know that he would, the goal scorer that he is. Going to see a big hit here now by the Glacier Kings. Height with a nice hit along the boards there on number 28.
Logan Kersley. Some more hits. This time Prexler gets a piece of Dollywall. And a nice play by McCann as he finds Kinley, and Kinley makes no mistake.
You can see fatigue a factor, I think, there for Giesbrecht. That one just a great shot there. Picked the top corner.
Reed Wielden. Oh, that's actually, there's Reed Wielden's goal.
Yeah, that one's tough there because, you know what, there was no one there. All the defense was on the other side. Wielden kind of left alone there.
And here's the AP getting the goal.
Yeah, that one was a tough deflection there off the defenseman.
Right
As
there.
you can see, it kind of went off the defenseman. Giesbrecht tried to dive and grab it, but he just couldn't.
And the local boy on the deflection, of course, Jake McKenzie with that goal.
Yeah, nobody's going to have. You can see here, great pass, deflection by McKenzie, totally changed direction. I don't think any goalie's going to get that one. Great job there by him. He has been the story, Noah Giesbrecht, so far, obviously on the night. Shots on goal, 44 for the Campbell River Storm to 6 for the Comox Valley Glacier Kings, who have been in this game. It was a very good game in the first period, and then right near the end, fatigue factor, as we predicted in the second.
Till about the midway point of the second period, that's really when the Campbell River Storm started to take over, at least on the scoreboard. Earlier during the break, we're talking about VIU and the number of Storm players that are playing in the VIJHL. 6 players to be exact. There's a player that goes back to 2011, and that's Josh Cook. He also played for the Campbell River Storm way back when the Storm weren't necessarily at the top of their game, and he later had a career in Junior A.
And that's why you're so great, Mark. Your history of the game and the players, not only for the Campbell River Storm, but all over the VIJHL. I know that all of our hockey TV listeners will know, but our Shaw TV listeners might not know how much you actually do for the league, not only for the Campbell River Storm and doing all of their highlights, their play-by-play, everything else, but you're also running all of the broadcasters for all of VIJHL. We really appreciate what you've done there. Brought us all together as a good cohesive group this year, and that's allowing us to share stats and everything a lot more. So great for you. We appreciate that so much.
And we'll get the third period underway. Glacier Kings win the puck. Glacier Kings get it to center ice. That's Cruz. He's got the Glacier Kings goal. He'll dump it into the Campbell River end. Kersley loses the puck behind his own net. Withy with a chance. He'll lose it. Savy up to Hards. Goes off his stick. Bavaro tries to find Withy, but it's intercepted. Darren Hards with a nice little move around Cruz. Hards with speed. Hards, he'll chase it in behind the net. Darren Hards right out in front. Chance for Savy. Can't get the puck through. Shot. It goes wide. Savy puts it in behind the net. Joe Gage will chase it down. Gage will get to it. To Hards. Hards tries to center. Good move by Cruz as he dragged his foot and prevented the pass for the Storm. Back to the point it goes. That's Kersley from the point. Glove save from Giesbrecht. An easy save for Noah.
Yeah, absolutely. If he doesn't have traffic in front of the net, he's going to do that. You know, Hards is just so fantastic offensively. You see him, he just doesn't let go of the puck. He just keeps on circling around. I've been watching him do that since he was about 5 years old, so about 14 years now, and I only liked it 1 year in my whole life, and that's when my kid was playing with his kid and not against him. You love a guy like that, but you hate to play against him, I'll tell you right now. Hate to coach against him, too.
Gets it into the Campbell River end, goes by Flanagan. And Slaney will pick it up behind his own goal. To McCann. McCann under pressure from Dollywall. Passes it to Sutherland. Sutherland off the wall to Flanagan, goes by him. Paravon. Oh, as McCann almost steals it.
Yeah, late pass by Paravon there.
McCann with it, crosses the line. McCann with a shot, goes off a height into the corner. Kinley with it. Campbell River with possession. Glacier Kings will get it out. Sutherland looking for McCann, intercepted. Paravon. Glacier Kings in the Campbell River zone now. That's Paravon with it. Centers it right out in front. Oh, Swanson fans on the shot as he had an open opportunity. McCann now outside the Glacier Kings blue line. McCann, nice pass. What a goal from Kinley. And again, Dylan McCann sets up a beauty.
Yeah, I think you're going to see this in the replay there, but he did an excellent job of actually taking that pass off his skate, I think. You'll see that here, see that off his skate back onto his stick. And Giesbrecht had kind of come down in the Luongo kind of style there, and he slid it just underneath his body. It's going to be 5-1 there for the Campbell River Storm.
But that play by McCann to set picture perfect pass from McCann as he finds Kinley, and Kinley makes no mistake, and it's 5-1 early in the third period. Lindsay behind his own goal. Campbell River with possession. Butler, fans on the pass. Gets it to Prexler. Prexler outside the G Kings blue line. Prexler dumps it in. Glacier Kings fire to an empty wing. Butler tries to fire it in, goes, held the line. Good job by Butler. Into the corner it goes. Back to the point to Lindsay. Campbell River with possession. Lindsay to Butler. Butler with Lindsay with a shot, scores!
That deflection
Lindsay
there,
with a point blast.
Yeah, absolutely huge deflection there. Giesbrecht wasn't able to see that at all. It's 6-1 now for the Campbell River Storm. And, you know, that's really a shame because it was an excellent first period, a really remarkable first period there for Giesbrecht. But two of these goals, like you're going to see on this replay, a tip in, and he didn't really have a chance at it at all.
And Frank looks like he got a piece of it.
Yeah, really nice play by Dawson Frank there as he turned away in the body. It almost looked like he was letting it go and then turned back with his stick. Excellent job there by him. It's 6-1 for the Storm.
Stapley crosses the line. In the corner, Stapley centers it right out in front. Nobody there. Here come the Glacier Kings. That's Bertel. Benjamin Bertel stops, puts it in behind the net. Whitney tries to go after it. Goes out in front of the net. McKenzie. McKenzie, one of the goal scorers. Puts it in front of the net, looking for Price. And misses him. Glacier Kings in their own zone. They'll try and get out. They do. Bertel. Bertel. Nice move by Bertel as he gets by the defense. It's in. Glacier Kings on the board.
Yeah, Withy there. He was Johnny on the spot, standing in a very good spot in front. Tellerico had the first couple of saves there by Dollywall and Bertel, but then I think Finn Withy got a piece of it there at the end. Nice drive the net there by Bertel. Then Dollywall has a crack on it. It comes out in front, and Finn Withy, he's there in just above the crease, and he's able to bury it in. Great play by him. And, you know, good for the Glacier Kings. That's only their 8th shot on goal, and they are down 6-2 now, but making it a little bit more interesting with 16:28 left to go in the
Tellerico got
third.
spun around, lost sight of the puck, and Glacier Kings make the most of it. Hards, nice pass. Joe Gage right in the slot as Savy had an opportunity in the blue paint. Outside the line, Campbell River will fire it back in. For Withy, that's his 16th goal of the season. Swanson with a shot, right out in front of the nets. And Tellerico having some difficulty with his rebounds. Savy. Campbell River in the offensive zone. That's Paravon with the puck. Having some difficulty. He'll try and skate it to center ice. Hard bodies him. Campbell River intercepts. Lindsay to Prexler. Prexler played with the Bellingham Blazers last season in the WSHL as a 16-year-old. McCann in behind the net. Centered right up in front. And a great opportunity by Joe Gage. And Giesbrook makes the stop.
Yeah, absolutely. Great sound effects there too. Shaw TV doing a very good job on the camera tonight. Great job on the sound, picking that up in our headphones. I'm sure that's great for the people as well. We really appreciate Shaw coming out. Mary Ruth doing a great job. Cameramen and the technical staff doing a great job here tonight in Campbell River.
Paravon at his own circle. Intercepted by McCann. McCann puts it to the opposite boards. Height in his corner. Paravon. Glacier Kings set up again. That's Dollywall. Nice move by Dollywall to get by Flatiger. It's intercepted by McCann. Dylan McCann, who's having a great night for the Campbell River Storm, setting up a couple of beautiful goals. Here's Flatiger. Goes past him down the ice. Height puts it in the corner. Being pressured by Flatiger. McCann, nice move by McCann to poke it into the corner. He'll get it. McCann, top of the circle. McCann, middle of the ice. McCann still with the puck. Goes for escape, put us out in front and turned aside by the Glacier Kings. Along the boards, on the near wall. That's Dollywall. Dollywall loses it to Prexler. Prexler with speed out of his own zone. Prexler still with it. Got Kinley going to the front of the net. Flatiger to Prexler. Prexler loses it in the corner where it's picked up by Bavaro. Bertel goes off a skate back into the Glacier Kings end. Bertel intercepted by Kersley. Kersley crosses the blue line. He's got help. He's got Kinley. Frank looking for the puck. He's in a slot, banging his stick. Johnson pushes a Storm player off the puck. And here comes Finn Withy. Withy. Perhaps buoyed by that goal. Withy. Nice move by Withy. Goes into the corner. 6-2 the score. Campbell River out in front. We're in the third period. Butler. Over to Frank. Frank back to Porter with a shot and a nice save. That was Porter, not Butler.
Yeah, good save there by Giesbrecht. His 50th shot that he's faced on the night from the Storm. Made 44 saves. Let's take a look at that here again on the replay. You know, he's done such an excellent job of rebound control tonight. There's another example of it, and it's made a huge difference because it would be a lot more goals than we've seen so far if he hadn't had that excellent
and that was a 50th shot on goal by the Campbell River Storm.
Absolutely.
Height. Long pass.
Nice pass.
Bertel. Bertel, middle of the ice. Nice move by Bertel. He'll lose the handle. Height will fire it into the corner. Campbell River with the puck. Campbell River out of their own zone. Goes off the skate of Butler to Height. Height, back pass to Paravon. He's double teamed in the corner. Campbell River will come up with a puck. Good work by Paravon to get it back to the board. Stapley at the point. Over to Sutherland. Sutherland off the boards to Frank. Frank still with the puck. Over to Stapley. Stapley looking for a lane. Nice traffic. Oh, it just goes wide of the post as it hit Butler and kind of deflected down just wide of the net.
Yeah, that was a big save there. Just went wide, as you said, Mark. Might see that come up on the replay here. They've done a great job in replays. Boy, I wish we had that all the time.
Wouldn't that be
on
nice?
Hockey TV. Yeah, for sure. Might be the start of a beautiful friendship coming up. You
There
never
you
know.
go.
Hopefully we have some people watching.
Long pass. Looking for Brind'amour. Brind'amour crosses the line. Brind'amour. No quit in the Glacier Kings as they're still playing the full 60. Cruz in his own zone. Pass in behind Wheeldon. He'll keep it in. He finds Price. Price back to Sutherland. Working in. Sutherland with a shot. Nice save from Giesbrook as he blockers it out of play.
Yeah, I think that went up, hit the glass, then hit the mesh after that with 11:41 left to go here in the third period. Shots on goal, 52 for the Storm, 9 for the Kings. Let's take a look at that replay.
That's Price in the corner, feeds it back to Sutherland, comes in, and it's a blocker save out of play.
We were talking about that early in the first period, how important it is for Giesbrook to do that to slow this game down. 4 more skaters for the Storm. That's a fatigue factor for the
Here
G
come the
Kings.
Glacier Kings. Swanson will chase it down. He'll meet Sutherland in the corner. Sutherland comes up with the puck. Looking for Price. It's intercepted. Glacier Kings with a chance. Right out in front. And the Glacier Kings can't pull the trigger. McKenzie with it. 2-on-1 with Jalen Price. 2 Campbell River boys going to the net. Chance scores! Gorgeous goal! As McKenzie sets up Price.
Just a textbook 2-on-1 there for the Campbell River Storm, getting ready for the playoffs. They're second in the league, but I tell you what, the Nanaimo Buccaneers, they're smart, and they know that the Storm is just, they know to peak at the right time, and you're going to see that right here on this 2-on-1.
Great work by Jake McKenzie, patient, finds Price, and he makes no mistake, high over the goaltender. There's another angle of it. And Jalen Price, word has it, could be making a trip out to Medicine Hat, play up with the Tigers for a bit, so he's looking forward to that. He's a prospect, of course, with the Tigers in the WHL. And a real fan favorite here in Campbell River.
Yeah, I think actually Mary Ruth had actually talked to him in one of the intermissions there, the first intermission, I think, talked to one of the fans, and he was asking what your favorite player is. It was Price's little brother, of course, and he made the right answer because you know what? The siblings don't always say that it's their big brother that's out there playing, that's their favorite player, but the right answer there for him.
And you know, and that's one of the great things about this organization too, is they really take the time to spend with the kids after the game. And there's a couple of really cute pictures of Jalen Price with young fans signing autographs. Hards with the puck in the Campbell River zone. Off the boards it goes. Cruz will intercept. Cruz from Chassell, Michigan. Played 3 years of high school hockey at Houghton High. Chance, oh, nice save.
That was a big save there by Giesbrook. A little bit of a flashback for me there. Hards against Height, driving the net. And you got to keep your feet moving if Darren Hards is coming at you. Height knows that, was able to steer him into the middle. Hards there having a little bit of a chuckle to himself going in there. He wouldn't mind making this 8-2, and if anybody can do it, it's Darren Hards. He's number 3 in the entire league there for scoring.
He's actually moved up, I believe, to number 2. He was tied for second overall in scoring. There's 3 players coming into tonight's game tied with 44 points. Navarro outside the line, fired in. Stapley. Stapley with the puck. He'll skate it out. Halfway through the third period. 7-2 the score, favoring the Storm. Glacier Kings still playing hard as Brind'amour tries to get to the puck. It's intercepted by Stapley. Stapley. Caravon taking off the puck. That was actually Bavaro taking off the puck. And it goes into the Glacier King zone where Cole Johnson will chase it down. Nice centering pass by Joe Gage, but nobody was there except Giesbrook. Flanagan. Flanagan with speed. Nice work by the AP as he works it in. Shot goes off of Johnson into the corner. In behind the net. Kinley back to Lindsay at the point. Lindsay at the blue line just inside. Works it in, looking for a pass, gets it to Flanagan. Flanagan works it in, he's coming right in on goal. Nice save from Giesbrook. With 9:06 to go in the third period. McCann Campbell River just coming in waves now. That's McCann with a shot, turned aside. Shot number 56, Flanagan. McCann, back to Lindsay, shot, nice redirection. And Flanagan tries to bulldog it into the net. And
well, that's amazing that Giesbrecht made that save. That was an excellent redeflection in front of the net. That's his 57th, I believe. So far showing 56 up on the board. But you remember in that first period early in the game, I said, I think we could be looking at 60 shots here tonight. I'm low right now when you look at it because we're at 56 with 8:45 left to go in the TV timeout here. And it's been all Storm from later part of the second, now in the third. Let's take a look at this shot on goal.
Nice play. Nice goal from Kinley on that pass from McCann. Butler back to the point. That was Lindsay's shot that was redirected by
I can see Giesbrecht didn't see that at all.
And there's that shot. Nice redirection too. Campbell River, of course, all junior hockey teams work on that all the time, but nice to see it working for the Storm. As the Storm play-by-play broadcaster, I'm naturally going to say that. So.
You know, you're right, though. The Storm works on, I think, more than other teams. Here's the nice goal there by the Glacier Kings. Finn Withy tapping in on front. Bertel had a rush there first. Then Dollywall had a crack on it, and then Finn Withy finished it. But Giesbrecht there, that's the big story of the night. No Giesbrecht. Look at that. There's
nice
another blocker save by him. He's got to be exhausted. He probably feels like he's been on one of those Bowflex machines tonight.
And that was Jalen Price's goal, and that was a nice goal, too. Play resumes with 8:38 left in the third period. Glacier Kings will bring it out with speed. That's Cruz. Intercepted by Lindsay. Lindsay inside his own line. Campbell River in their own end. Lindsay too far for his defensive partner. And Cruz will put it in front of the net. Chance from Swanson. And that's
Swanson punched that. Goal. He punched that in with his glove. I don't think that's going to be a goal. I think that's going to be called back there. The referees are going to talk about it. But Swanson kind of punched that in with his left glove. I'm sure that's going to be called back. We're going to show you that here in just a second. Fans on the replay. Swanson taking advantage of that.
Okay,
giving a little fist bump. That's a fist bump goal. Doesn't that count? We'll probably get another angle at it there, but clearly a fist bump, and they're bringing the face-off down in the zone there.
Outside the line, yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
No question about it.
Absolutely. That's called the
and
George
Swanson.
Foreman.
You got to try, though. Here comes Campbell River. Try and get good work by Jory Swanson to pressure the Campbell River Storm defense and create some trouble. Campbell River. Brexler with it. Brexler to Butler. Bettler, oh, just misses a hit from Weber. Swanson dumps it in. Goes to Sutherland. Sutherland up to Porter. Porter, in addition to playing with the Calgary Mustangs of the AJHL, also played with the Fort McMurray Oil Barons. Porter looking for a back pass. Goes outside the line. Sutherland. Slaney loses it. Slaney gets it back though. He's pushed down.
Neufeld, I'm surprised they didn't get a penalty on Neufeld there. You know what? And for these two teams, there's hardly been any penalties tonight. I think only 3 so far on the night. And there's normally a lot more penalties, as we heard in some of the intermissions there, about the rivalry between these two teams. And to have only 3 penalties, I think, on the night has been pretty surprising. I think Neufeld got away with one there. That could have been a call.
Here's Price. Price works it in on goal. Price with a shot. And Giesbrecht makes a save and then takes a shot at Price.
I think he was just trying to see if his, let him know that his skate was untied there. He was just trying to fix that up with his stick a little bit. Yeah, you'll see that clearly here. He was just trying to help him with his
He was just trying to help him. That's right. There's a shot.
Absolutely. Hey, your skate lace is undone. Yeah, it's right there. Let me just get that for you. There it is.
There it is.
Well, see, if they would have let that go a little bit longer, you would have seen he was just trying to help him out.
That's right. Glacier Kings in their own zone. Gets it to center ice. Campbell River will dump it right back in. Johnson. Back to center ice. Wheelden to Sutherland. Sutherland under pressure. Just dumps it outside the Campbell River line. McKenzie picks it up. Wheelden and McKenzie. Price goes to the net. McKenzie looking for Price, and he just deflects it wide. Slaney to Wheeldon. To McKenzie. McKenzie, good work by McKenzie. To Price. Shot from Sutherland. Goes into the corner. Price will retrieve it. Dollywall under pressure from McKenzie. Again, they really put the whistles away. Nice steal from McKenzie.
The net came off on that play, so they had to go back there and do it. I even like your cameraman here who does your camera work for Hockey TV. He helps me out a lot, lets me know that went off his skate and other stuff like that. It's like having another color guy up here. He just doesn't have a microphone already, so I do appreciate him as well. 6:14 left to go here in the third period. 58 shots on goal for the Campbell River Storm. 10 for the Comox Valley Glacier Kings, who have 2 goals. It's 7-2 Storm lead.
Bertel at center ice. Benjamin Bertel gets it to Withy with a shot high over the net.
Ooh, that's a big hit by Savy.
And here comes Campbell River. Joe Gage to Savy. Cody Savy works it in. Savy with a shot. Goes wide into the corner. Lindsay picks it up. Lindsay along the boards. Gets it into the corner. Bertel and Savy collide. Cruz goes off a skate. Savy with it. Savy works it from the dot. Loses it. Shot right out in front of the net. Back to the point to Lindsay. Lindsay. Joe Gage. Pass goes to a Glacier King. That's Finn Withy with it. He'll lose it to Prexler. Prexler over the line. Prexler in on goal. Prexler with a shot. And Giesbrook will make the stop as it just flutters towards him.
Great.
60 shots on goal.
Yeah, we're at 60. We still have 5:22 left to go in the third period. Great shift there by Savy. You're probably going to see him here come in on the shot.
That's Prexler. And good work by the Glacier King coming back in the play to get his stick on it.
Yeah, big save there great shift by Savy. Had a very nice body check down here and a nice shot down the other end of the ice.
Savy, of course, prospect with the Seattle Thunderbirds of the WHL. Oh, chance, giveaway. Oh, it just goes over top of the net. As a Storm guilty of playing loose with the puck in their own net, or their own end, with 5:07 left in the third period. Kersley to Stapley. Stapley over the blue line. Stapley, top of the circle, tries to center it. Good work by Bavaro. And out come the Glacier Kings, the G Kings, at neutral ice. Swanson tries to go to the net, goes in behind the net where Stapley picks it up. Stapley slows it down, puts it over to Kersley behind the goal. Kersley to Kinley. Kinley, pair of goals for Kinley tonight. Kinley, nice move by Kinley. Good work by Bavaro to break that up. Campbell River still with the puck. Long pass over to Logan Kersley. Kersley intercepted, and that was Dollywall that broke that play up, and he'll go off for a line change. McCann with speed. McCann through the middle. McCann with a shot. Turned aside again by Giesbrecht. Another shot goes wide with 4:10 left to go. And Campbell River getting lots and lots of rubber at the net. Lindsay to the front of the net. Kinley with it. Kinley on the boards. Campbell River will keep it in. Lindsay intercepted by Cruz. Cruz, he's got Swanson with him. Cruz loses it to Lindsay. Here comes the Storm. Kinley with it, pokes it forward. Goes along the boards where McCann gets to it. McCann cycling in along the boards. Out comes Flanagan with it. Nice move by Flanagan, in on goal. Shot, oh, nice save as Giesbrecht makes the stop on Noah Flanagan. The AP having a great night tonight. McCann, 3:26 left to go. Prexler with a shot, goes high and wide. Lindsey Reed holds the line. Glacier Kings will come out with it. That's Cruz, he's exhausted. He'll dump it in, he stays out there. Not much choice, there's not too many troops sitting on the bench to help out. Prexler in his own zone, 3:05 left in the third period. Campbell River up 7-2. Prexler. Lindsay, long pass. Glacier Kings get it to center ice, where it's picked up by Campbell River's Damon Porter. Frank to Butler. Butler's got Porter. To Frank. Frank shot. Nice save from Giesbrecht. And out come the Glacier Kings. 3-on-2. Glacier Kings dump it in. Good work by Stapley to get the pass on his backhand. Nice work by Frank to get it to center ice. Dumped right back into the Campbell River end. 2:23 left to go in the third period. Sutherland to Slaney. Slaney to Butler. Butler. Here's a chance. Porter. A nice save from Giesbrechts. Along the far wall, Glacier Kings will try and get it out. Campbell River, that was Porter, almost breaks through. Play very scrambling. Porter with it. Porter with a shot. Oh, looking high and a nice save.
Stick.
Slaney gets a shot on goal. 1:47 left to go. Butler to Slaney. Slaney with a shot. Nice save from the goaltender. And these two teams in action later this week. You got a tough one tomorrow. The Glacier Kings doesn't get any easier. They take on the Saanich Braves tomorrow night. You and Daryl Skender will have that game on Hockey TV. The Campbell River Storm travel down to Victoria on Sunday afternoon. 3:30 start as they take on the Victoria Cougars, who are currently ranked number 3 in the VIJHL. Play resumes, 1:34 to go. Campbell River with a commanding 7-2 lead. That's Price with it. Price loses the puck. G Kings can't get it out. That's McKenzie. McKenzie to Price. Price in the corner. Behind the net to Wheeldon. Wheeldon leaves it for Lindsay. Lindsay in deep. In behind the net is Price. Price to Wheeldon. Right out in front to McKenzie, and a nice save. McKenzie fanned on the shot, but it was still a great opportunity, and Giesbrecht makes the stop. Swanson to McKenzie. McKenzie. Campbell River will get it out now. That's Wheeldon. Long pass to Price, intercepted by the G Kings. Paravon at his own blue line. Paravon dumps it towards goal, goes into the corner. Prexler with it. 44 seconds left in the third period. Prexler behind his own goal, under pressure from Swanson. Lindsay will turn back, start all over again. 30 seconds left in the third period. Reed Lindsay. Pass was behind Hards. Goes all the way into the Glacier King zone. Intercepted. Here's a Joe Gage with a shot. Just misses. 15 seconds left to go in the third period. Savy behind the net. Loses it. That's Height. Height will just try and kill off the rest of the game. He'll fire it off the boards, and 7 seconds to go. Stapler to Hards. Hards in on goal. Nice glove save.
They're a little slow on that clock there, but that's okay.
I don't think too many people are going to complain, as the Campbell River Storm have defeated the Comox Valley Glacier Kings 7-2. Shots on goal. Wow. What can you say? 68-11.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, that's the tail of the tape, I think, for this game so far. Definitely a dominant performance by the Campbell River Storm. But a very excellent game by Noah Giesbrecht. 61 saves on a 68-shot night.
Okay, so let's take a look at the game highlights tonight.
Well, we got a lot of work to do here.
Here's that first goal from Cruz, and it really tricked Tellerico as it went 5-hole.
Yeah, surprised, I think, the whole crowd here too, because they only had 3 goals in that period, and that went 5-hole, and that's Cruz to put the Glacier Kings up 1-0.
Then McCann to Kinley. It's all tied up at 1 apiece. And then here comes McCann. That's McCann to Kinley again. Replay of that goal high, and really Giesbrecht didn't stand a chance on it.
There's that tough one there.
Wheeldon.
You know, Giesbrecht was down already. Wheeldon, the puck just came to him, and he buried it. Made no mistake there.
And that was the deflection from Flatiger. And there we go, Flatiger with the deflection, and
Giesbrecht tried it, went off his defenseman there. That's a hard one for him to stop. Of course, this is the deflection, I believe, from McKenzie.
High slot, nice deflection.
McKenzie just smart to get the puck on that there. No chance for Giesbrecht.
Kinley with that nice little move, and for his second of the night. Yeah, it was 6-0, 6-1 at this point, I believe. There we go. There's his shot. There we go, 6-1 there, and back to the point. Shot from Reed Lindsay that's deflected by, I believe it was Dawson Frank. And
Glacier Kings showed some life here with Patel going in. He drives the net. Tellerico goes across. He slides. Dollyrall has another chance at it. And then Finn Withy buries it.
And a nice goal. That was a beautiful goal.
Yeah, 2-on-1.
Jalen Price
Textbook.
from Mackenzie. 2 Campbell River players. And let's head down to ringside and Mary Ruth.
Thanks so much, Randall and Mark Barry. Thanks for your call and commentary all night long. It's been fantastic. What a game. First period, unbelievable. The Comox Valley Glacier King goalie stood on his head. 40 shots and only 1 goal. Unbelievable. Ended up with 68 shots on him all night long, letting in 7. 7-2 the final score between the Comox Valley Glacier Kings and the Campbell River Storm. The Storm winning another one. They're battling it out for first place with the Nanaimo Buccaneers. What a great time we've had here at the Campbell River. Okay. All right, Todd, I get that. All right, so the next broadcast for Shaw TV, next live broadcast, is the BC Men's Curling Championship, January 31st to February 4th, 2018, coming to you online February 3rd and 4th. We have been here at the Campbell River Strathcona Gardens Recreation Complex. It has been a great game. Thank you so much for joining Shaw TV live for this Vancouver Island junior hockey game between the Campbell River Storm and the Comox Valley Glacier Kings. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you soon.